that was almost like there was no pushing back past it. And there was a couple of times, we were like on the pump, we started to pump back up the balloon, and it just kept deflating. It was like there was a hole, and we couldn't fill it.
First pitch to Berg is going to be hit in the air right side. It's going to be a can of corn to finish off game number 4, as the London Majors will celebrate a first-round series win, 3-1. They defeat the Hamilton Cardinals, and they're moving on even closer to an IBL championship.
There's always like sayings that my coaches have in college. Like if you're like, when you lose games, if you're not able to sit there and like take it in a little bit and like be hurt by it, like then like there wasn't a point in you being out on that field. Like it hurts every single time when you lose a game, and it hurts even more when you know like you're not gonna get to perfect what you finished at all, like until next year.
Yeah, it hurts losing at home in front of a home crowd, especially in the playoffs, to knock you out. That wasn't ideal. I think that kind of set a fire under a lot of us in terms of, prep for next year, what we can do better next year, just kind of all that stuff, just to don't let that happen again, kind of thing.
Growing and learning, and in this league, you got to go through those pains, it's almost suffering before you actually break through and you're that team. We're a playoff team. We are going to be a contending team, okay? We're not a bottom team, okay? And we're only going up.
Understand something, that this team is very young, and great teams start somewhere. And we have the building block to start. To look at all the great teams that have won in this league. They lost, and then they matured, they grow, and they start to realize the mistakes that they've made in the past, and they learn from it.
There's not a guy in this room who didn't give us everything he had when we asked him to. You guys have nothing to be ashamed about or sad about. This is the way the game is. But I want to say this, I'm going to walk out, but I want to say this before I go. I love you guys.
Love you, Larry. Love you, Larry. Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, I absolutely think Hamilton's become a home for me. I've been lots of different places throughout my baseball career, but this place is, with the job, with baseball here, with the team here, all the connections that I've made here, this place, Hamilton, does feel like home.
Hamilton is definitely a second home. Yeah. This is, I feel like no matter what I do after this season, this place will always be home, no matter what. Like this is a town that I like to be in. I don't know, I've worked 2 jobs here now. I met so many people along the way that this place has become just like a second home.
I love it here now. It's comfortable, and all the people I've met, they make it feel like home, and yeah, I'm super grateful for that. When you think about goals for next year, a big one for us, like every team in the league is gonna have the same goal of like, we wanna win, right? We get that, but it's like the stepping stones to get there. So I think for us, the past 2 years, we struggled to like kind of stay level-headed. I feel like we come out at the start of the year like guns blazing, we're hot, taking down good teams, and then we kind of fade for a bit, and then we get hot, and then we fade. You know what I mean? It's like up and down nonstop. I think for us, we got to find that like good middle ground of like just play good baseball every day.
It still weighs on me that we are below 500 under my ownership. It drives me nuts. I'm not somebody that's like, we have to win every single season. I think that's going to come with the infrastructure that we build.
We got to have a winning season. Like, losing seasons are just tough to have overall, especially when you're close. Like, we're close to 500. I'm excited. I'm excited to get going. I want to see what happens. What are we going to do next year? Because I feel like we've taken steps in the right direction, and I want to know what's next for the Cardinals.
What are your plans for this offseason?
The biggest changes the league has ever seen.
Today, a complete shocker from the Hamilton Cardinals, who announced the signing of world-class reliever Fernando Rodney for 2025.
The biggest signing in inter-county baseball history.
Do you have feedback on Cable 14's programs? Let us know by calling 905-523-1414, extension 227, or email feedback@cable14.com.
Alcoholics Anonymous. We're here to help. For more information, visit aa.org and download the Meeting Guide app.
The following is a Cable 14 sports presentation.
As we get set for the Cardinals and the Guelph Royals. And Neil, right now, the Cardinals are locked into a playoff spot. Guelph trying to get there.
Yep.
Cardinals sitting 6.5 games out of first place, but just half a game out of home field.
Exactly. You know, it's going to be a nice little push here at the end to try to secure home field advantage. And of course, home field advantage in that first round is very important for these Cardinals, as it is for the Guelph Royals as well. So the Royals have got a little more work to do if they want to climb the ladder here, but the Cardinals, they can't sit on their laurels either.
Guelph has had injury issues all season long. They haven't had a full lineup in. They start to turn that corner. They've won 4 in a row, and it's dangerous bats all the way through this lineup. But, Neil, as you talked about before we went to air tonight, they're in a race against time. They've got to get a bunch of guys qualified.
They've got to get a lot of guys qualified here, so you're going to see a lot of guys. I wouldn't get too close and you don't get too comfortable against somebody on the mound here tonight, because you're going to probably see him maybe once through the order, and that's going to be it for him. It's going to be like 2 or 3 innings, and on to the next guy here just to get his guys in, because you know, 5 appearances and 10 innings is pretty tough to do, especially when you got 8 or 9 games left to go.
We thought we might get the marquee matchup of Owen Boone and Claudio Custodio tonight. Guelph doesn't have that luxury. They've got to get a number of arms set to go. So, as you said, whoever starts this ball game, we may not see them very long.
No, we might see him. You might see him for 1 or 2, maybe 3, and then it's like, okay, on to the next arm here, just because they got to get guys qualified.
Guelph's bench as well. We may see some action throughout the game as they made a lot of moves at the trade deadline. Very reminiscent of what the Hamilton Cardinals did a couple of seasons ago and making a lot of moves.
Well, exactly. And, you know, the joke around the Guelph Royals has always been this year is just, you know, they've played 30 games, but it's been 27 different lineups. So now tonight, you look at this lineup, and this looks rather, a very scary starting 9 here for these Royals against Owen Boone.
And there is Mr. Friday Night. He is the man in the IBL on the bump. Owen Boone. Neil, there's been nobody better.
No, there has.
And we'll take a look at the batting order that Owen Boone is going to have to face coming in tonight. And danger, Owen Boone, danger all the way through this lineup.
No question is Franklin Torres is leading things off. He's at second base. Connor Morrow's at shortstop. In the 2-hole, Kiner Pena is the catcher. He's lighting the sky up so far in one contest. 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. A lot of people taking notice of him. Liam Wilson in the 4th spot at first base. Garrett Takamatsu to DH tonight. J.D. Williams in center field. Brandon Leroux moves over to the third base. Ethan Hammonds in left field. And Andy Leader in the 9th spot for these Royals.
Look at that 6 through 9. J.D. Williams, Brando Leroux, Ethan Hammond, Andy Leader.
All guys that can do damage. No question. No question.
That is downright scary. But Owen Boone has been up to the task against everybody he's come across so far on the season, Neil. This is the man that, in my estimation, has got to be leading the MVP race right now.
He's definitely in the conversation. No question about it. 162, 168 ERA and just pounding numbers. Six wins on the season for these Cardinals and everything else. And, you know, he threw the no-hitter. And I wouldn't be surprised, you know, come Monday morning you hear another announcement for another Player of the Month award with Owen Boone's name attached to it.
And you got to think that really puts him in the driver's seat at that point.
Yeah.
If you're looking at an MVP race.
No question.
As Franklin Torres will step in to get us going on a very bright Friday night. We know the sun can play tricks on the fielders, and probably the first couple innings here, they're going to have to work through that.
That they are. Of course, anything from that third base side to the first base side, you know, Cardinals know what's going on here, but yeah, it's just hard to see right now because the sun's just going to set behind McLovin and everything out down the left side of the infield here.
Well, Owen Boone opening up the first pitch with a strike on Torres, and he can make it a lot easier on his fielders if he's on his game, as we have seen him each and every time we've had him on Friday Night Baseball, 1-1.
Franklin Torres, since his return to the Royals lineup, just, you know, casually 9 for 10. 900 batting average, so, you know, casually. 1 home run, 2 RBIs. Didn't quite get the honorable mention last week, so I don't know. I'm sure words were had with who had to select that one afterwards. That might have been an oops on somebody's part.
9 of 10 with 7 runs scored as well.
Yeah.
As he swings through the offering, Owen Boone had him way out front of that.
But Torres last year for these Royals was just very instrumental in their deep playoff run.
1-2 the count. And that one tapped on the ground. It'll run foul.
Got paramedics looking in the dugout already? That's not good. Or there's just maybe just... Oh, no, they're taking care of somebody down there.
Oh, boy.
That's not good.
No, you hope that's nothing serious.
Hopefully just somebody lost their balance or something. And
as Boone delivers, and that one's slashed back into the meshing. All right, well, hopefully we'll see that young lady return to the Cardinals bullpen, or to the Cardinals dugout.
Well, Sam O'Coin says, all right, you and Reed are my entertainment this evening, so thanks, Sam. No pressure on us.
No, not at all, but Sam, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Put the feet up and we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
As this ball is flared down the first base side, Tanner Rempel pursuing, but even the freakish athlete that he is, he's not going to be able to bring that
one. Of course, I don't know if you saw the replays from Sunday's contest or not, but he's got a big gash on his arm from sliding down the line there. It's all taped up, but yeah, he's a gamer. Didn't miss any pace or anything. We just went back, got taped up, and went back out there. A little crazy glue special.
The Abbotsford, BC product is as tough as they get. As Boone winds and delivers this one, tap back up the middle. On the run for it is Nickel. Sliding stop over to first. Rempel stretches. Oh, that's brilliant.
Take a bow. Wow. That's one batter in.
I'm not sure what was better on that play, the sliding stab by Nickel or the stretch out from Rempel.
That was just a great play right off the bat.
Yeah, Tanner Rempel, I make these every day. What are you talking about?
You know, Nickel has just been a gamer since he got here.
From one knee, he makes that throw.
Yeah. Like on the money, one knee. Rempel has to do his best job to just hang on to the base, but, you know, it got over there. 6-3 with a big star beside that one. One away.
Playing first tonight, Gumby. What a play made there on both ends of it. As Connor Morrow threatens with a bunt. And that'll be 1-1.
And this is what you got to be careful with this Guelph Royals lineup. They're not afraid to bunt, and pretty much on a drop of a hat here. They're willing to do anything they can to get runs across. You saw that last year in the postseason, and hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, guys. And that's what worked last year for them. They might not have the big sticks they used to in the good old days. They find ways to score runs.
Well, that's what matters. Is Boone again on the off speed. It's Morrow swinging through as that one started out in Morrow's batter's box almost and then bent away from him. A sweep on that slider from Boone is just deadly. 1-2 the count. And that one just runs a little bit inside of Yammer Hernandez.
Hernandez tried to pull that one back across. Mike Kinnear, the plate umpire, says no. Jeff Rose is at first base, and Trevor Bartran is at third.
That is a veteran crew.
That it is.
2-2 the count. Boone delivers, and Morrow stays alive. We know that the Guelph Royals are great at extending at bats and forcing pitchers into deep and uncomfortable water.
That they are.
That has not been the season they were hoping for, but a lot of that due to injury issues. 4 straight wins now, though.
As Dino will tell you many, many times, anytime you talk to him, that championships aren't won in May and June, but they are, coming July and August. So it's not where you start; it's usually where you finish off here.
And they're turning the corner at exactly the right moment in this stretch run. Boone delivers. Morrow flares foul, keeps himself alive on the 3-2.
Definitely making Boone throw a lot of pitches here in this first inning. Just 14 so far and just 2 batters.
Well, and if you're facing off against Owen Boone, that's got to be the game plan. Try to get him out of the ball game as quickly as you possibly can. As Boone will wind and deliver. And again, Morrow flares it back. And we've got a battle of wills.
That we do.
Connor Morrow enters the game hitting .212, but you can see why he is not fun to pitch against.
No. And, his numbers, again, because he coaches with the Ontario Blue Jays. So he's not here a lot. But now that season's over, so now he's here every day.
And Morrow's going to win that battle as he sends it back through the middle of the field, and he'll have the single. Quickly, we'll take a look at the Hamilton Cardinals' defensive alignment, and we begin in the outfield. Tyler Duncan has center field, and he'll be joined by the newcomer, primetime Drew Lawrence, in left. Carlos Dominguez is in right. Tanner Rempel, Nicholas Veloci, Jonathan Salazzo on the bases. Brandon Nickel has short, and the battery is Owen Boone and catcher Yammer Hernandez.
Tyner Pena, of course. Quite the debut for the against the Kitchener Panthers.
Yeah, I feel like that one went all right.
Yeah, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Just a typical night at Jack Couch.
That's the Coors Field version for the IBL.
Pretty much. Some nights the ball flies. Other nights, like last night, it wasn't doing anything.
Oh, Hernandez thought about testing Morrow back as Boone works ahead 0-2.
Yeah. So Dan Dominguez updating my stat sheet for me today. Toronto actually holds the tiebreaker with the Brantford Red Sox and technically has clinched a playoff spot. Kitchener holds the tiebreaker and clinches as Brantford loses tonight, and Guelph also clinches with a Brantford loss. So that would be the playoff picture we set. Now it's just positioning that will be left should Brantford lose tonight.
8 RBIs in his first IBL appearance, and Owen Boone gets him to strike out. against Kiner Pena. It just shows you the kind of season Owen Boone's having.
Yep. It's like, yeah, it doesn't matter what your numbers are against me. I'm going to find a way to get you out.
It doesn't get any better. Here comes Liam Wilson.
Yeah, he must be the beer batter because we got the chance. We want beer going here in the first inning.
Hitting .304 on the season.
Not so long ago, it was like 2-something, just like Duncan was. But so, Liam Wilson's got the legs underneath him.
Connor Morrow's on his way to second as Wilson flies this left center field back to the wall. And that one off the wall. It's going to score one. Liam Wilson, RBI double as Morrow, who was off and running on the pitch, gets cashed.
Royals definitely knew something was up there with Boone's pitch selection and sent the hit and run early. Liam Wilson made them pay as that one's almost left the yard here. An RBI double, 1-0 for the Royals here in the first.
Yeah, I wasn't sure for a second. I thought that one might have gotten out as it got up against the white fencing. Wasn't until I saw Tyler Duncan and Drew Lawrence track that ball and Duncan turn it that...
Yeah, right off the varsity's high school football game sign out there. Which I'm hoping I get a chance to play next week. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, please. Got a couple days where I got nothing going on, A couple of days I'm just going to take off work because it's August and kind of sick of looking at Starbucks.
It's a little slow. Yeah, I feel you.
It's not slow. It's just, it's getting to that crunch time because in like 2 weeks from now when the students are all back, I'll be knee deep in everything under the sun again. So, yeah.
Good point.
And my boss was like, hey, you haven't taken any days this summer, so what's going on?
Yeah, you don't want him getting on you about the vacation.
No, but he knows. It's just like, it's been impossible for any of us to get out of there. Like even work from home days, it's like, you want me to come in for the afternoon? Because like, we're busy.
Things are happening.
Yep.
I've got the opposite. We're about 3 weeks away from players reporting, and that's when all of a sudden it gets extremely busy.
Yes, it does. It's been what quote unquote was supposed to be a quiet summer. It didn't turn out that way.
I've heard that before. Yeah, we're expecting a quiet off season. Oh, are we?
Yeah, really.
I was joking with our Vice President of Business Operations, Jeff Elia, the other day, and I said we've been waiting for that quiet off season for 3 years.
Well, as long as the season ticket numbers are up and you guys are making headways and having people talk about hockey in the summertime, you've done something right.
I think we're doing okay in that respect.
Yeah.
It's Garrett Takamatsu behind 1 and 2.
We're definitely going to make the trip down to Brantford this winter.
Oh, you got to. I'll set you up. It'll be great.
I'll make sure I bring earplugs because I'm assuming it's getting pretty loud.
Oh, it is. It is a wild atmosphere in that building. 3,300 people, but it sounds like a jet taking off. As Owen Boone winds into Wilson taking a massive lead off second. And again, Yammer Hernandez thought about throwing behind 2 and 2 to Takamatsu.
Boone's had troubles in the first inning all season long, so this is nothing new. He's given up a run a couple times here early, and then the Cardinals have bounced back usually right away.
And then usually Boone bounces back
and shuts the door. Says, okay, yeah, the first inning yips are over. Let's go.
Boone will wind and deliver. Takamatsu hits it hard into left. Wilson's coming around. Drew Lawrence sends it home. It's not going to be in time. Yammer had to look up, but Liam Wilson will come around. 2-0 for the Guelph Royals.
If Takamatsu the RBI single, he advances to second on the throw home. 2-0 for the Royals.
Stepping up to the plate, center fielder number 8, J.D. Williams.
As J.D. Williams to come to the plate now.
And this is where the Cardinals need to shut the door. They do not want to let this get away from them early on.
No, they don't. They do not.
Couple of well-placed hits for the Royals. After that battle from Connor Morrow, which clearly charged some momentum.
And it did. I think he just showed the other guys on the bench there. Saying, okay, yeah, we're going to battle with Boone tonight.
J.D. Williams swings the first one back foul. Cardinals battled hard on Sunday against the Welland Jackfish, just came up a little bit short offensively in that ball game.
Well, I think that was also just a bad case of nerves and anxiety coming in, of course, with the signing deadline the night after. A lot of guys unsure what their position was here, but that's going to be across the diamond and in time to get Williams for the final out of the inning.
So the Cardinals slow it down, but the Royals get a pair across as both Liam Wilson and Garrett Takamatsu catch for RBIs. And the Guelph Royals take a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first inning. And Neil will get our first look at Antonio Frias.
Yes, Antonio Frias did pitch against Kitchener on Sunday. So again, one of these guys that just got to get qualifications here. Probably see him go 4 or 5 like he did on Sunday. And then they'll hand it over to a plethora of arms they got to get in here to get some work in.
Let's take a look at the Hamilton Cardinals batting order that will face him. And it's the new face, the man who hit 400 just a year ago, leading off.
Yeah, Drew Lawrence will lead things off in left field. Brandon Nichol, the shortstop, you already saw the highlight reel already from him. He's batting second. Tyler Duncan, Rocky Mountain Thunder, batting third. The conductor moves back up to his familiar 4-hole at third base. Yama Hernandez is in 5 at the catching place. Josh Williams is right behind him in the DH. Tanner Rempel at first base. Nicholas Veloci gets the start tonight. He needs some ABs to qualify. And Carlos Dominguez is in right field, batting in the 9th spot.
Second base spots rotated around a little bit. We've seen Tommy Reyes Cruz, we've seen Jaden Brown. Nicholas Veloci gets an opportunity here tonight.
Yeah. So Frias so far this season has pitched 3 innings. He's allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, both are earned. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, but yes, again, the Royals just trying to get these guys qualified, so probably more of the same tonight. Might see him going under 3, so that gets him up to 6 on the season, but he still has to get the 5 appearances and 4 more innings pitched. So yeah, you probably see that.
You're almost looking at a
spring training game almost.
Yeah.
As far as what the starters of the pitching staff's going to do, anyways.
Yeah, at this time of year, you'd be looking at it like a middle relief kind of play.
Yeah.
A 3-inning run, but he's got to do multiple of these to get set for the playoffs.
Well,
there's Frias.
There's Frias, there's Claudio Custodio's got to do that. Andrew Case has got to do that now too. So it's just like, okay, you're going to see these guys get taxed a little bit here, and see how well their arm is holding up afterwards. Claudio, I'm not so concerned about because it's Claudio. He's going to go out there and ask for the baseball. He'll throw you 100 pitches and go ask the next day, can I go back in, coach?
He's going to be fine.
Yeah.
First look at Drew Lawrence in a Cardinals uniform, the 2-sport star. And we mean it when we say star.
Yeah.
Batted 400 last year. And he'll work ahead 2-0 in the count against Frias.
He's only 21, too, so it's just like the future's very bright for this young man.
Scary athleticism. When you talk about the IBL's version of a Bo Jackson or a primetime Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Star on the football field. And the numbers speak for themselves when it comes to what he can do on the baseball diamond, and 2-2 the count. As Frias quickly right back against him.
That he is.
Frias will deliver. Ran it inside, full count. And Lawrence can do a bit of everything. It'll take him a little bit to get his feet under him here with the Cardinals. He can hit for power, he can hit for average, he can fly the base pass. Does great work in the outfield, but he'll swing through that one from Frias as he goes down on strikes.
Yep. He's down with 1 away now, and Brandon Nichol, who's already put the highlight reel on the first inning here, will try to get the Cardinals offense going now.
The Southern Arkansas superstar who has been brilliant in his first season in the IBL, hitting .298 coming into tonight.
Yep, he's among the leaders as far as that, and definitely got to be a candidate for Rookie of the Year consideration as well. 17 RBIs on the season, 36 hits, 14 walks. Just a great start for this young man here in the IBL.
The former Nanaimo Night Owl. I got to get a look at those hats. Those have got to be cool. As Nichol flares this one back foul.
I'm definitely getting accustomed to that Saskatoon Berry stuff. Like, it's just, I don't know if it's why it's all over my feed, but it's all over my feed right now. So I'm just like, I'm going to have to, get off the wallet and go buy something because it looks kind of cool, but I just don't know where I would put it.
Isn't that always the problem?
Yeah.
As Frias outside. Ball 1 to Nickel.
Got R.J. Rose just in the top corner here off to our left with, I think, the world's biggest lens here.
Yeah.
It's bigger than she is. She's got to put the tripod down to mount it here in the corner.
That thing is wild.
Yeah. She had it down the line last Sunday. I'm like going, my goodness, like, are you trying to get like right into the guy's nose hairs here or something? What? Like,
I don't think we need that much detail.
no, we don't. We must take great pictures.
Oh, absolutely. Frias delivers outside, and that'll be 2-2 to Nickel. Looks like she's trying to pick up satellite channels with that.
Yeah.
As Frias delivers. Nickel up the middle, and that's going to get him on. Zipped it past Franklin Torres at second. And Nickel puts the runner on for Rocky Mountain Thunder, Tyler Duncan.
That he does.
Stepping up to the plate, the center fielder, number 5, Tyler Duncan.
And this will take some work from Antonio Frias. You do not want to be in this spot with Duncan and Salazzo going back-to-back with runners on.
Oh. I'm sure somebody from the bench is probably yelling at both the catcher and the pitcher, hey, nothing across the middle here. Nothing inside against Duncan.
Duncan at 328. By the way, Jonathan Salazzo up to 261 as the numbers keep climbing for the conductor.
Yeah, they do. He's just starting to get hot in the right time. That one misses low on Duncan.
And now puts Duncan ahead 1-0.
Royals bench thought that was a strike, but to no avail.
Just saw Pena's glove drop.
Yeah.
And whether it was at the knees, that drop, I think, got the umpire.
That one misses upstairs, and it counts quickly 2-0 in Duncan's favor.
Fans were a little taken aback. That pitch, though, not danger to Duncan.
No.
Just high.
Yep.
Clearly, Frias didn't get the snap he wanted on it. And he started Lawrence off 2-0 and battled his way back for the strikeout as he gets Duncan swinging through the 2-0. We'll see if he can battle his way back here on Duncan as well. Frias the lefty. 2-2. That was a really nice pitch on the inside edge.
That it was. Duncan, I think, was expecting something on the other half there, just trying to push that ball up the middle again.
Yeah, kind of froze him a little bit. I think you're exactly right, Neil. It's not the placement he was expecting. Ooh, Frias almost left that one hanging dangerously, and Duncan sent it into foul territory, and that is way out of here.
That is. Somebody's going to have at least a dent out there in the parking lot.
Yeah, there's a souvenir out by the trees.
And when we pulled in earlier, like we got here early today, and it was just like, why was the parking lot still full?
Because look at this place.
I know.
It is jammed. Duncan flares it back into the screen. 2-2, the count remains.
And we say it again and again every Friday night. It's just the crowds keep getting bigger here. It's so great to see.
Yeah, the grandstand in front of us is packed. Silver stands left field, jammed. Right field.
It's like 3/4 full down there, too. So we're going to hit that number at some point very soon.
Yeah, really nice contingent out in right field tonight. That ball was low. Pena tried to buy it with the quick flash up, but in behind the plate there, it was not being bought by Mike Keener.
Yep.
Count is full for Duncan. And Duncan flares that one foul, and just as Connor Morrow had the lengthy at bat in the top of the inning, Duncan battling himself.
Of course, this is game one of a home-and-home series with the Guelph Royals, so these teams are going to get very familiar with each other in the next couple of weeks. They got to play each other 4 times before we get to the postseason. And this could potentially be a first-round matchup, too, so buckle up.
Bit of a playoff series before a potential playoff series.
Yep.
Frias on the full count. Low. He wanted it. He didn't get it. And it's runners on first and second as the conductor steps up.
Stepping up to the plate, the third baseman, number 17, Jonathan Salazo.
I don't think Frias was missing that spot by much, Neil, but it was just slightly down.
Yep. And, you know, as Mike Kinnear gets used to where he's going to throw the ball tonight and everything else, he might get that call later on. But, again, he might not be out there long enough to get that call. Because, again, you know, I think he's only going to go max 3-4 here and probably pitch again Tuesday.
Yeah, Mike Kinnear at home plate. I said Mike Kinnear. That's a pro wrestling referee.
Yep.
And Frias opening up Jonathan Salazo with a ball.
So that begs the question, have you watched the WWE in a real series yet?
Yes. Very, very interesting.
It is. And, you know, Jenny's not a wrestling fan, but she watched 2 episodes with me last couple nights.
It's interesting seeing the gorilla position because being an announcer, I've never been back there during a show.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what goes on. Even in the Alpha 1 gorilla position, I really don't know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there. So seeing what it actually runs like was interesting. Although I felt bad for Joe Park. It was not his fault that Punk and Rollins went long.
No.
Salazo swings through 1 and 2.
Those are 2 guys, you know, they want to tell a story. And, yeah, that sometimes it just takes a little longer for them to tell it the way they want to tell it.
It was on Netflix. Who cares? There's nothing coming on after.
Yeah, but again, they're saying, and that's what I think Bruce Pritchard even alluded to. It's like, yeah, they think, well, we can go as long as we want. But no, you can't really. Because, you know, you still have ad spots. You have everything else. And
sure, but a couple minutes.
I know, but still.
Salazo on the ground. High chop. Turn to second, and the fielder's choice will retire Duncan, putting runners on the corners.
Smart move by Franklin Torres to just eat that baseball and not try to throw it at her at first or third there, because that could have caused problems. And I love that Jommer's gone to this walk-up now.
Well, that goes right along with the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Like it. I love it. He gets it.
He's got to be going back babyface, I'm telling you.
Oh, he's got to go back. As much as, you know, you kind of see he breaks character a little bit here and there and just goes back to his old ways. So, you know, it's just going to be a full flip at one point.
I think the double turn's coming with him and Cody.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a heel American Nightmare.
That would be scary. That would be scary.
It is. I've seen it before. When he first joined Bullet Club, when they were attempting to be heels before they were just too cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Yammer swung over that one as Frias tempted the eye of the Cardinals catcher. Yammer has certainly been impactful since arriving.
That he has.
12 RBI. 32 at-bats.
And some absolute monster home runs.
Frias ran that one inside, 2-1.
The one he hit in Kitchener, I think if it would have been in the Rogers Center, was off the second deck. No, I kid you not. That's how high and loud it was out of there. It was like gone. Like
the highlight of it was disturbing. Frias on the 2-1, make it 3-1. Even Yammer was trying to sell Kinnear on that one. Nope.
No.
Josh Williams on deck behind the catcher. Williams probably my favorite story in the IBL this year. The return from all the injury issues and how good he's been. Oh, Yammer got tempted on the off speed. 3-2. He wanted that one.
Yep.
And if he got it, it was over the left field fence.
I think Frias knows he got away with a mistake.
Just took enough off it that he got Yammer out in front of it.
Yeah.
Three and two with 2 away. Frias will wind and deliver. Yammer sends it high, but I think he got underneath it. J.D. Williams in center. He'll be underneath. Cardinals will strand a pair, And the Guelph Royals take a 2-0 lead through the first full inning. They got runners on against Frias. That's what they're going to need to do. Just weren't quite able to shove anybody across.
No, exactly. Maybe a situation like that, maybe we should have put a hit and run on at some point here too, just to kind of force the defense to make some moves around here. But again, it's early, but at the same time, you don't want to let the golden opportunity slip away here, and you want to go back and show your starting pitcher you got some bounce in your step at the plate here too.
But Owen Boone will be looking for a little bit of a bounce back. 2 runs across against him in the first inning, but we've seen that before and then seen Boone go on to throw 7 or 8 innings of absolute nada from there.
Yeah, exactly.
As you get a look at the grandstand.
It is so great to see this thing packed.
Legendary Bernie Arbor Stadium in Hamilton, and it's great to see that people are realizing what this stadium has meant over the years to this sport in this city.
Yeah.
And now the revitalization, as we heard at the All-Star game, if you weren't with us for that, the revitalization continues after this season. New light poles and LED lighting going in all around this beautiful ballpark.
Yeah, that's going to happen in November as soon as the fall baseball season is over and everything else. They're going to bring the poles down, dig some holes up, and just try to get everything looking more up to state of the art here as far as this stuff goes. And hey, if something happens to that board down the left field line between now and then, okay, maybe we'll get that put in the budget too.
I mean, like if somebody with a truck wants to come on and hitch it and drag it off down.
Yeah, but we need it till the end of September.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that. Yeah.
After that,
I know some people with some big trucks that could probably.
We're not condoning damage or destruction here, guys. But she's an old girl. She's served its purpose. Drives Sports Nate insane every week. So it's time for a new one.
Time for a nice big video scoreboard.
Yes, just don't bring the camera up here.
Please do not do that.
Yes, and let's not have any Coldplay incidents out here either.
No, we don't need any of that.
No.
Yeah, no. Randall LaRue steps in. Yeah, they put us on screen too much and the ratings drop. That's
exactly. It's like, what? Those guys on the TV get click.
Yeah.
What else is on TV?
There's got to be something else on.
Yep. Randall LaRue takes strike 1 here to start the second inning against Owen Boone. LaRue batting .250 on the season, 1 home run, 9 RBIs.
And LaRue's going to send this one on to third where Salazzo charges. Sends
the alley.
What a toss
the sky hook. Says, okay, Rump, you can see this one, right?
Well, when you're 6'3".
Yeah. Yep. That was a spicy meatball going across the line, the diamond here.
Just a really nice play by the Cardinals' third baseman. On the run, makes a perfect toss right over to Rempel, 1 away.
Yep. Now Ethan Hammond will be the batter.
Don't start the meatballs. I'll get hungry up here.
Oh, yeah. Hammond batting .230, 17 RBIs, no home runs.
As Boone delivers for strike 1.
He's 23 for 100 exactly on the nose.
This grouping in the bottom of the Royals order could really lead to them having some serious playoff success.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's Welland, then them as far as a solid 9 in the lineups. And I don't want to face either of those teams come postseason. So if they want to fight it out and knock one of each other out early, I'm okay with that.
That could happen. As Owen Boone will have the long look in. Hammond flares it foul, 1-2. There was somebody was looking back out there.
Yeah, just making sure. I was like, isn't it clear my card? Yeah, okay, where did we park again? Yeah.
I thought maybe that came off the light pole.
Yeah.
Started to give somebody an issue down there.
The lights were on early here tonight, too. I was just not sure what was going on with that. Maybe we just had to turn everything on to get the TV going. It's a young bat boy down there making a big scoop.
Yeah, nice little play off the meshing.
Yeah.
That youngster's got a future.
Sign him now.
Get him in the system.
Yep.
It pays off later. It's like European hockey. They get these kids in the system, like 6, 7, 8 years old and play all the way through. for soccer clubs. As Boone winds and delivers. Did not get it.
The low call has not been there tonight.
Nope.
For either side so far.
Nope. Fans a little restless on it, but it's the same call that Kinnear was giving to Frias. So you cannot like it, but it is consistent.
Got people jumping on my teams now. What the heck's going on here? I realized, oh yeah, the Royals scorer is on my team. He works at the university, so he's got access to teams. So just sent us a message. Well, thank you so much, Jonathan. We do appreciate that. Says you and your partner in Hamilton make a great pair.
Well,
fun to listen to.
We try, you know.
Well, thanks. It's all Reed. I just show up and try to keep him laughing.
That is untrue. Without you up here, I would be pretty lost. As Boone delivers. Ooh, not sure where that one missed.
Kind of missed.
3-2.
That might have been an oops. I missed that one, but they happen.
I understood the low one because, as I said, Frias didn't get it either. So that one I totally see. That last one I'm not sure. Hammond's going to sky this one. Backing up off short is Nickel.
And it's going to be Drew Lawrence making the call.
All right. Well,
you have the quarterback, you have the running back, and you have the wide receiver coming out at that baseball. Who's going to give way to who?
Lawrence was steaming onto that one, and he knew he wanted that from a way back.
And just so the folks at home know, Drew Lawrence hadn't played baseball all summer.
Yeah.
Like he had to go to Braden Farrington's store in London, get a bat and some batting gloves earlier this week. Which Braden showed him a great pair of both. I love the color.
Oh, he looks fantastic out there.
Yeah. And Braden, that Rawlings baseball glove you got with the score sheet on it, I want to know the price on it, but it's going on Dad's Christmas wish list.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
I'll have to send you a picture. Actually, I think I've got it here on my phone, so one sec.
Boone has leader ahead 2-0.
But I didn't even know Rawlings made something like that until I saw it, and it was like, oh my goodness. Like, seriously. That needs to become something into the household.
Yeah, I had no idea they had that kind of graphic on it. As the tap from leader, charging it is Nickel. Quick toss. Got him over to first base. Nickel goes yard sale. The glasses and the hat go down, but the ball gets over to Rempel. And Boone retires him in order. And the Cardinals will get the bats back in their hands. For the bottom of the second. And that, Neil, was exactly the inning that Owen Boone needed, retiring LaRue, Hammond, and Leader in order. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's probably expensive, but it's very cool.
So we're looking at the glove that has the scorer's sheet on it.
Yeah.
I really want to know how they managed to pull that off.
Well, it's amazing what they can do with these, new technology they got. And Rawlings is doing great things with a lot of their glove designs right now, and embracing the creativity out there. So it's great to see.
But we're seeing it a lot in hockey too, with the goaltenders' pads with a lot more designs on them than we've ever seen before.
They've come a long way from the standard, ugly brown things that Cooper used to make.
The Koneskis that my dad had, and my dad and Jerry Cheevers, because they're the same height, got their Koneskis pads made at exactly the same time, and my dad missed meeting Jerry Cheevers by 10 minutes.
Oh man, your dad must have been like devastated.
That's his idol. He still has the mask with the stitches.
That's iconic, though. That is just absolutely iconic.
And Dad's watching along tonight, getting recovered from a hernia operation earlier on this week. Dad, take it easy. Don't pick anything up.
Yes, just sit there and let somebody else get a bell and ring. Somebody will come get you, take care of it for you.
Mom's been doing a fantastic job with him.
Well, shout out to Mom and shout out to Dad for sitting on the couch and just behaving himself and following the doctor's orders just for once, okay?
Well, you know what he found that's helped? Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s Lost Speedway show.
Yep.
That's got him.
There you go.
Throw that on. We're good. Josh Williams will step in. The tremendous story. Injuries shortened his first run with the Hamilton Cardinals. He was so beloved by his teammates that the Cards brought him back over the course of the offseason in a deal with Chatham Kent. Had the walk-off on opening night here and is hitting .263 on the season. Has been an integral part of the success the Cardinals have had.
No question he has been. And, you know, and the return for the Barnstormers in that deal was Masuki Akatsuka, who's been, you know, absolutely standout for those Barnstormers. So I think it's been a very beneficial trade for both teams. And Harry Muir, the GM, now manager of the Barnstormers, will probably agree with me as far as that goes. He was indeed touting that on Tuesday night.
Well, those are the trades you like when you see him work out for both sides. And, oh, Josh Williams gets rung up on a pitch that looked like it was a little bit outside, and it's one away with Tanner Rempel stepping in.
And, you know, maybe he goes back to the bench and tells our catcher, hey, he's going to call it out there tonight. So maybe we'll just sit out there and live out there for now. As Rempel goes down for out number 1, Rempel, like we mentioned, a little bruised and battered, a couple more scars on the armbands here. But, yes, you can see his hand is definitely heavily taped up.
And the bleach blonde look. But he didn't do the mustache.
No, he didn't do the stash, so that's kind of like, all right.
There's a bit of a reverse Hollywood Hogan thing going on there.
Yep. Now, if he starts growing the beard parts here and something gets dyed black here, I'm like, we're going to have to change his rock-up song to the NWO or something.
I'm in. I am totally in for that.
Tanner, you're sorry your walk-up's been replaced now.
If he does that, I'll wear a Randy Savage jacket up here with all the tassels.
There you go.
It'll be fine. As Frias delivers, and Rempel turns it inside out, falling quickly, but over in foul territory to make the play was Andy Leader.
Leader turns on the Jets like he can, gets the catch, and Rempel's retired on the F9 for the second out of the inning here.
Wow. I did not think that Leader was going to have time to get there.
Well, when he was with the Kitchener Panthers, he was their center fielder. So, you know, he's used to covering a lot of ground. And, of course, here, Hastings Stadium, right field has just got a lot of territory. So he just works out perfectly here in right for manager Dino Romel and these Guelph Royals.
Hey, look at that outfield. It is extremely athletic. You got J.D. Williams. That's pretty much a black hole in center field. He's going to get anything that's even remotely within reach. And then Andy Leader, who, as you mentioned, Neil, former center fielder, moved to right.
And then you got Ethan Hammond in left. But, you know, on another night, you have Ashton Patterson out there who he can leg out anything like the best of them. He's a highlight reel himself.
We've seen him do that here. As Frias delivers high.
Vellucci.
As Nicholas Vellucci gets his first turn on Friday Night Baseball.
He needs 14 more plate appearances. He's 2 for 10 on the season. Takes that one low. Well, 13 after this is bad.
Cardinals trying to get Vellucci and Drew Lawrence set for the playoffs.
Yep.
I expected that Lawrence is pretty much going to go the rest of the way.
I would think so, just to get going and everything else.
Now, you can play multiple positions in the outfield.
Yep.
So it allows Luis Bernardo to roll between Lawrence, Pena, and Dominguez. And if Tyler Duncan needs a day, you can run those 3 as an outfield. Full count of Vellucci, and he gets caught swinging by Frias. And an extended first inning turns into a quick second inning. The score remains 2-0 for the Guelph Royals, and we'll hear from our friends at Armstrong Bird Food.
The littlest things can make the biggest difference. Like nature brightening your day. Bring nature to your backyard with Armstrong Bird Food. Feeding Cardinals since 1986.
The kids are on the fly.
That they are, and they're still coming out. Looks like we got a little one down here on the sideline needing some coaxing to go take the run herself here.
I think Mom might have to go with him.
I think so.
I don't think he's buying. He's like, wait a minute.
Nope. He's just like, no, I don't think so. I'm gonna get trampled out here, Mom. So you're gonna have to carry me off the field now.
If I run, what's at the other end of this for me?
Yeah. Really big freezy or the biggest ice cream you can find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's usually how we bribe Wyatt.
Yep. Yeah. No, The little one's saying, "No dice, Mom. We're just gonna take a walk off here." But we got to the corner of the diamond, so
Hey.
baby steps for next time.
Progress.
Yep.
It's all about progress. Oh, we got
the ponytail.
We got a little one making her way around first.
Yep.
And she is moving.
Let's have a good chat with Tanner when she went past him.
There she is.
There she goes.
Every one of the Cardinals players has stopped to encourage her on the way by.
Exactly. Oh, we got somebody needing a pickup service.
That's all right.
Yep.
That's usually when we take the youngest for a walk. We get about halfway through, and then you get the daddy.
Yep, exactly.
With the hands.
You know, it got to the point with the young man when he was that young. I got smart enough to take the push cart with us, so you know he'd just jump in the car and I'd push that thing the rest of the way.
That's the veteran play.
Yeah.
Although I took the boys up with my dad a couple of weeks ago to the Warplane Heritage Museum just up on the West Mountain here, and boy, they were running all over that place like you wouldn't believe.
Yep.
They're both gearheads. Anything with engines that moves, they got to understand exactly why it's moving.
You're going to have a fun time at an air show very soon, my friend, then.
I'm all right with that.
Yep.
As Franklin Torres will step his way in. They're rebuilding a Bristol Bolingbroke, which is an exceptionally Canadian plane off the Blenheim design from England that served in the Second World War. And when we were up there, all Wyatt wanted to do was get into the Bolingbroke.
Yeah.
That was his entire mission. I want to see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
As Owen Boone delivers a little high, 1-0 to Torres.
Torres was a ground out 6-3 his first time up, 0 for 1 in the contest. He's bringing the average down, back down to earth in a hurry here.
Yeah, now hitting just over 800.
Yeah, just over 800.
Jeez.
But he's a great guy. He's very thankful for the opportunity to play in this league last year and everything else. I think he says thank you every time he saw me. I'm just like, okay, yeah, no worries. It's like, I didn't really do much. I just said your name a couple times.
3-0 the count as Owen Boone missing a little bit high. I don't know if Torres was trying to swing away a bug or if he was talking to somebody over on the Cardinals bench, but there was some motion over towards the dugout.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised with a little bit of both.
Boone delivers down the middle, 3-1.
Because you got to imagine they've all played in the same sort of summer league or winter league down there at some point.
Oh, you got to think so.
Yeah. Everybody knows everybody down there.
They all seem to come across each other as they're making their way up in baseball as Torres sends this one high. Rempel trying to settle underneath it and gets it. And Boone retires Torres after falling behind 3-0. That's good work there from Boone.
On the score sheet, it's an F3 and Connor Morrow, who singled and came around to score after a lengthy at bat in the first inning. Will be the batter now.
Lengthy? You and I could have read the New York Times up here.
Well, we could have finished half the crossword at least.
Ooh, true. Currently working on a book of potential crosswords that are all related to hockey franchises.
Ooh, very nice. So I'm guessing it probably has to think the WHLs and the AHLs and everything else.
Starting with the NHL and doing each team.
Nice.
But with defunct teams as well, like the Barons and the Golden Seals.
Nice.
My brain never stops. It's always... I must use it for good.
Don't fill us with useless information. You're not Cliff Clavin.
Well, there's plenty of useless information up
there.
Useless is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
2-1 the
count. So we start cracking up the dad jokes. It's because everybody's been sending them to me all week for some reason. Jenny was not a big fan of the one I said on the way here because I don't think she misunderstood it. So she said, "That's kind of rude." I'm like, "No, read it again."
Oh yeah. See, I don't like that when you get caught and it's misunderstood, and then you gotta spend the next 15 minutes explaining and then apologizing.
That was the Dollarama parking lot this afternoon.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be quiet. Let's go get the things we got to get in the Dollarama, and let's get back on our road here.
My word for that with Celine is explainagizing because I'm.
Yeah.
No, this is what I meant.
As long as it's not mansplaining, you're okay.
Yeah, I try not to do that.
No, please don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't go over well.
No, it doesn't. As Boone winds and delivers and gets Morrow swinging.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout for Buckner.
2 runs against Boone in the first inning, and it looks like he's settled in as Kiner Pena will step in.
Pena struck out his first time up. 0 for 1 in the contest.
The only problem right now for the Cardinals with Boone heating up here is that Antonio Frias has been awfully good on the other side.
Glad he has. Maybe they're kind of just, okay, we're only going to see this guy once, right? He's going to come out, right? Maybe twice. Well, there's 3. It looks like there's 3 angry men down in the bullpen, all with their arms crossed, ready to go in there.
Nobody's moving, and they're just, all right, what are we doing down here?
Yeah, we're down here because we got to go in the ball game at some point.
Pena flashes this into right. Dominguez settles, and it's 3 away. They go in order again.
Boone is dealing since the first inning.
Even in the first inning, he only faced 6 batters.
Yeah. But those guys are all got that stoic pose, like they're just out here like either mad at the world or just that focused right now.
Is there a bit of a Statler and Waldorf thing going on? I don't think there was a third. Sam the Eagle?
Maybe Sam the Eagle. Yeah, somebody's crashed the party down there. But not one of them's the catcher, so that tells you Frias is going at least another inning here.
And there's a team meeting with Luis Bernardo.
Yep. Probably, stop complaining with the umpire and just go, hit the baseball.
I'm a big fan of Luis Bernardo and what he can do, and the way that he understands the game and understands from being a player when he needs to push, when he needs to pull, what levers. Reminds me a lot of working with Jay McKee.
Yep.
He's been there. He's done it. He knows what you need to do to have success. And he's not far removed from it.
No, exactly.
Cardinals will be led off this inning by Carlos Dominguez. He'll be followed by Lawrence and Nickel with Duncan and Salazzo behind. Yeah, we talk about Guelph having a lot of depth through that lineup. And Dominguez, Lawrence, Nickel, Duncan, Salazzo. Yeah, that's...
Well, now there's a catcher down there and 2 more guys going down to take some... join the angry crew down there. So, yeah, the Royals are going to get warmed up in a hurry here.
So you wonder if we are going to see a 3-inning appearance for Frias before they work to get somebody else qualified. It's not the easiest thing when you're working at the IBL deadline because it's a race once you bring somebody in to try to get them ready.
Well, exactly. And, it's like, and that was a conversation I had with a lot of general managers this week, too, because, I don't know, like they all seemed to have me on speed dial this week, but it was just like, okay, I became the sounding board.
Well, I felt like every hour or so I was texting you. Whoa, what is that?
Yeah, well, exactly. And it's just, but again, they were all having the same complaint. It's like they're feeling the crunch, and they're also feeling their limitations as far as the roster goes too, because there wasn't a lot happening when they were having these conversations. Dominguez tries to get the bunt down, but that's going to be called foul.
Luis Bernardo is asking about something.
Says the bat hit the ball or something and he's out on an interference? Or was the bat caused the interference on the catcher? I'd love to see the replay of that one because I was looking down the line.
Yeah, so was I. I saw what looked like a little bit of a confusing signal, and Mike Kinnear is telling the Cardinals dugout no more.
Yeah. Or not open for conversation here.
Yeah, Carlos Dominguez is still confused as to why he was called out. And Frias. Ooh, Frias missed his spot, but he got the strike call as Pena stayed with it. And he'll get ahead of Lawrence 0-2.
Lawrence didn't like that call too much, asking the umpire once again where it was.
Well, I think the first one had to be real confusing. As Frias will wind and deliver, and, well, now he doesn't get the outside.
Yeah, that one's kind of a puzzle, but maybe it was just too high or too far out. And maybe the action by Pena was just too far in, and the umpire got tipped off on that one. Like that one clearly outside and way out. was trying to get Lawrence to chase something there.
Well, it looked like Pena set up inside, and the breaking ball just didn't come back. Didn't get the shape to it he wanted. As Frias will deliver the 2-2, that'll run inside 3-2. Drew Lawrence is not somebody you want to walk.
Nope.
There is lightning in those shoes. Brandon Nickel behind him. As Frias delivers, and Lawrence swings that away foul.
I'm not sure if you call that mint green, but he's definitely got the bat and the gloves that match.
Well, I mean, from here it looks like mint.
Yeah. Like Braden wouldn't tell me what color it was, but now I see why. But because, looks dang good.
Yeah. Oh, Lawrence, nice little excuse me swing. And he's on with the single, his first base hit with the Cardinals.
Lawrence has got a hot stick now. There we go. Mr. Farrington throwing him a good one.
Would you expect any less?
No. But yeah, if you get a chance, you definitely got to check out the London Sports for Sports. Because they got a batting cage in the middle of the store.
Oh, get out.
No, they do. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Yeah, I got it, yeah.
So, if you got a little if you're going to London at some point, maybe tack an extra hour ahead of time just to drive down and say hi to my friend Braden and, have some fun.
Gonna have to. I got some friends out in London.
Yeah. No, I'm not sponsored by Source for Sports or anything like that. Just when I see a good thing, you got to take advantage of it.
Well, I sort of am. My brother's the general manager of the one on Upper James.
Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry.
They're more of a hockey spot.
Yeah.
But
whereas Braden's the baseball expert probably for the region anyway, so yeah.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
0-1 the count to Nickel, and that one's going to run for strike 2.
I did show you the picture of his wall of gloves, didn't I?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, like this guy's got
That's a lot of gloves. Oh, he knows how to make a store look pretty attractive.
That he does. You have big league chewing baseball bats now. Like, I'm guessing it's obviously pieces and everything else, or little things. And
I got one of those for Christmas.
Yeah. Hey, Jenny. Talk to Braden. Maybe one of the buckets too.
There's a stack of big league chew in my basement right now that I've just been collecting and putting away. Anything because it's hard. It's not the easiest thing to find.
No, it's not.
So I buy in multiples. As Frias delivers inside, Lawrence is off and running down to second. And I believe he's out.
Yeah, they got him on the tag, but even though he was underneath the tag, he looked like he was underneath the tag, but I think they got him going across it.
Ooh, tough go there for the Cardinals. Real nice throw by Pena to get him.
Here's the replay, and you'll see the throw. Yeah, the tag. He didn't even touch the. Ooh.
Oh.
That's close, but umpire right there to make that one. And Nickel will wear that one on a hit by pitch.
That's Jeff Rose over there, so.
Actually, Rosie's at first. It's.
Is that Trevor Bertrand that made that call?
Bertrand, yeah.
Pardon me. All right, it's Trevor Bertrand over there. My point still stands. I'm going to defer.
Yep. He was right there. He's got a better view than we do, even with 3 different angles from the replay. And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And J-Mac jumping in the DMs as well, saying, yeah, that color's all the rage right now. We've seen a lot of teams. Pretty sure Mr. Wisner Welland's got one of those bats as well.
Oh, Duncan nearly sent that over the right field fence if he had made contact. Frias just got it to bend away from him.
Bats and gloves and everything else have come a long way since you and I were kids, that's for sure.
They sure have. Didn't have all these color options.
No, we had the Cooper, the standard wood-looking finish. But I think I got the same bat every year for for 3 years in a row for my birthday in April. So yeah,
My glove at home is it's like a light camel color with some black interlacing.
I think I still have my Rawlings with the Reebok pump thing somewhere.
Oh yeah, I remember those. 1 and 2 the count to Duncan is Frias over the plate.
And I think I have 2 Easton catcher's mitts at home somewhere.
Oh, nice. The Eastons.
Yeah.
I remember I used Easton hockey sticks for a long time. The Easton Blue Typhoon. As Frias teased the eyes of Tyler Duncan and got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The Cardinals had 2 base runners reach, but not able to move either past first. And Neil, the Cardinals, nothing across through 3, as we will hit the break and return with the top of the 4th. Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14.
tonight.
Oh, God, I love it. Nice.
Play, friendship, family. These are the things that matter.
Welcome back to Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. Cardinals dugout looking for a couple of answers. We head to the top of the 4th inning with the Royals holding a 4-2 lead. All the damage, a 2-0 lead. All the damage done in the top of the 1st inning. I meant to say top of the 4th, 2-0 lead, and I came out all jumbled.
All jumbled, it happens. Words be hard on a Friday night.
And you can tell who's at bat.
Yep, the beer batter's up to bat.
Liam Wilson steps in. Wilson really got things going for the Royals. Connor Morrow had earned his way on to first, and it was Wilson's double that brought him all the way around.
His double during a hit and run, no less, off the varsity high school football sign out in left center field here.
Yeah, by the time Wilson, as Wilson wears that one from Boone, and it's the first base runner for the Royals since the top of the 1st inning.
That one stung a little.
Yeah, where did that one catch him?
I'm not sure, but Lacey Scott, the trainer, is going to be coming out here to have a conversation, make sure he's okay. But yeah, he's definitely feeling like something cramped up on him here.
I catch him right about, I thought at first I might have caught him at the hip.
Yeah. Mike Kinnear having a good chuckle over there too, but yeah. He's going to take his way down at first here, but yeah. Probably just got the wind knocked out of him here.
Yeah, just the way that Wilson reacted there, I thought it caught him somewhere that, like right about the hip flexor,
yeah,
maybe
we'll see
something.
it on the replay here.
Yeah, take another look. Oh, no, lower than I thought.
Right off the kneecap. Ow, yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to feel good.
No, that's going to hurt tomorrow. And later on, you're going to have a Charlie horse or something worse.
Might have something about the size of a baseball in the leg. Yeesh. As Garrett Takamatsu steps up. Just Owen Boone, who does not make a lot of mistakes with his pitch. He just didn't get that one to come back.
Leadoff man aboard for the Royals here in the 4th.
Boone with the look into Hernandez, and I think Boone slipped as he was landing. That landing did not look right for Boone, and he just took a quick second to make sure everything was as it should be.
Does look like it's Kyle Thomas getting loose down in the Royals bullpen, so he'll probably be the next one out here, probably in this half inning.
I wouldn't say it looks like he's urgently warming up, but he's certainly doing it deliberately. And whoa, okay. As Garrett Takamatsu Did not swing. I thought maybe the hands.
Yeah, well, it's hard for Jeff Rose to see. He's looking through two guys and then down to the line here, too.
Yeah, that's a really tough.
Especially with Rempel holding the runner on here.
That's a really tough call for Jeff Rose to try to make on a appeal, as this one skied from Takamatsu. 3 charge. Veloci has it come off his glove, and it's a fair ball.
I thought that was in foul territory, but maybe he's just...
But it looked foul.
Like, I think Veloci made contact with it in foul territory. Both feet were on the other side of the line.
Stepping up to the plate, center fielder number 8, J.D. Williams.
Well, J.D. Williams is going to come up, and that's a tough one to have go against the Cardinals. It sure looked like Veloci was well in foul ground.
A two-base gift there on a fly ball. Infield now drawn in here on the corners, all around the infield now. They got to keep the runner in front of them.
And that one low, 1-0 to Williams.
Now we'll see the replay here and see where Veloci makes contact with this baseball. Oh.
No, that's a great call by Jeff Rose.
Rosie with the good call.
Yes. And that's why we have long said that he is the best in the IBL. That's a tough call for Jeff Rose to make there, to keep the ball, the feet, the glove all in eyesight, and he did just that.
Yeah, he did.
Great job, Rosie. Sorry I doubted you. And now a mound visit here as J.D. Williams has worked ahead 2-0. Now we've seen a couple of plays in these last couple of weeks, Neil, at second base that defensively Cardinals need to have.
Unfortunately, yes. As Angel Castro comes out to have a conversation with the catcher and his pitcher. I'm just making sure everything's okay here. And as J.D. Williams now the batter with a 2-0 count here in his favor. Not the part of the order where you want to get into a lot of trouble here.
No, certainly not. As Boone delivers outside, 3-0. And again, it's those free plays. We saw Jaden Brown last week had one sneak through him that kept an inning alive against Enrique Saldana. Veloci with that play with the ball coming off his glove in fair territory into foul ground. That allowed Takamatsu all the way up to second and Wilson to third when, Neil, it should have been one out and a runner at first.
Yeah. J.D. Williams works with a 3-1 count now. Thought that was ball 4 and was on his way to first.
Boone delivers, 3-2.
And Williams not happy with that call either.
I don't know what J.D. Williams is arguing about there. That one pretty clearly.
He's still going here, so.
That got more than a piece of the outside edge.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why he's upset on that. Maybe the 3-1, but or the 3-0 pitch, but not the 3-1. 3-2, and Boone got him swinging.
And Williams is going to make his way back to the dugout and not say a word.
Owen Boone trying to get out of a little bit of trouble.
Number 5,
Rando LaRue will step in.
LaRue grounded out 5-3 his last time up on the great play by the conductor.
With the sky hook to Tanner Rempel.
Dominique Wilkins style.
I have a card of his somewhere. Is that one on the ground? 1-0. Never a huge basketball fan, but basketball cards, they were always done really well.
Yeah, they were. Like, they were usually done better than the hockey cards. The baseball was probably still primo, but the basketball ones seemed to stand out more than the hockey ones ever did. Again, because I think it was just they didn't know what they were doing with half them. American companies and all, just, let's get some pictures and try to make the typing right, and hopefully not too many errors. And Now looks like Bernardo is going to have a conversation here. Maybe Boone might be hurt.
Oh, this is not something you can see if you're a Cardinals fan.
Carlos is coming out as well. So, yeah, this is not just a, hey, how you doing? This is a, hey, are you okay kind of question now.
Owen Boone is shaking his head.
I'm not sure if it's the legs or the back, but something's just.
Well, Boone talked himself into staying in.
Yeah. No mound visit be charged. It was definitely more of a wellness check than anything.
Corbin Peters is warming up down in the Cardinals bullpen, and you wonder if...
Lisa's saying, yeah, so I was pointing at him, so I guess I just get loose here.
Yeah, you got to wonder if this may be the last we see of Owen Boone tonight. The Cardinals cannot afford to have him go down to injury.
So Kyle Thomas is matching Boone pitch for pitch down there, so he's definitely going in. That's why he's more labored as far as delay goes here. But he's going pitch for pitch down there.
Boone to 2-1 on LaRue. That is an intimidating stance from Owen Boone. As Boone will deliver, and that one bounced foul, 2-2. Well, it has just been a pleasure to get to watch Owen Boone pitch this season.
That has been. I'm just worried maybe that when he fell off the mound a little bit, that one delivery that just kind of tweaked something.
Yeah, it just didn't look right the way he came down.
Yeah.
You really hope that that's nothing. As Boone delivers, and LaRue will flare this one into foul ground. Oh, somebody thought they had it and bailed out at the last second. Everybody's okay over there.
And somebody's going for a souvenir in the grandstand.
There you go.
Yep. Just watch your heads. That thing is not as tall as you thought it was.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck under there.
Or bang your head off the top of the grandstand.
Ow.
Yeah.
Boone winds and delivers and got him staring at it.
And the Royals bench is livid.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout.
Y'all know that's not a strike. But the Royals bench is livid. And Kinnear going to have some words with these guys, telling them to knock it off.
So Ethan Hammond will step in. Take another look at the pitch.
He's been there all night, so yeah, that's
a strike.
Yeah, it's a strike.
That cleared across the top of the knees.
Yep.
On Brando LaRue. Great look from the side in from our Cable 14 crew.
These guys do a great job.
1-0 to Hammond. Yeah, talking about injuries that you hope aren't really bad and might look worse than they are as an Ohio State fan. Saw Edric Houston go down in summer practice this week, and
yikes.
Got the word today that our starting defensive tackle is going to be all right.
Well, that's good.
Got to have him for Texas. Need him to make life uncomfortable for one Arch Manning.
Well, I'm walking through the university campus today, and there's a football team going through for breakfast, and I'm just kind of worried going, these guys are awful small. I thought it was the Griffins, but thankfully it's just a high school bunch. It's a high school camp, and I was like, oh, thank goodness. So I'm going, they got to play the Western Mustangs. Those guys got eaten for breakfast there. May want to stack up a little more on those things, but yeah, then there was a couple of guys that were big enough that you looked like they're ready to go. They must be seniors, but the rest of that team was looking kind of scrawny.
Well, talking about Western, they do a heck of a job recruiting.
Uh-huh.
I've called some great games between Guelph and McMaster in the past at Ron Joyce Stadium. As Hammond looks at a strike 2-2, including a Yates Cup that was right down to the last play.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that was you that called that. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I remember having that on. Like, I'm not a big football guy because I just don't understand it.
Troy Islicarni.
Yep.
A lot of fun. As Boone couldn't get Hammond that time. He got enough of it to swing it away from Yammer Hernandez.
That he did.
Yeah, it's amazing when doing those seasons at Ron Joyce Stadium, you'd go from the end of August when you'd open in sweltering heat to calling a Yates Cup and freezing half to death.
Yep.
Lots of fun. As Boone will wind and deliver, and Hammond Swings that way away foul.
Yeah, some of these cars are going to have a lot of surprise tonight.
That went almost to the same spot that Duncan's did.
Yep.
Owen Boone, after seeing runners to second and third with 2 strikes on Hammond, trying to end the threat. Can he do it right here? Fans getting behind their ace. He'll deliver. No.
Just a little too far inside by the looks of it.
Full count to Hammond. Yeah, the way Mike Kinnear got up, I thought he was about to give him the ring up, but no such luck that time for Boone. Delivers on full, and Hammond stays alive.
Sam O'Coin is already counting the days down to Ohio State versus Texas in college football, so he says that's going to be a great game. I'll take your word for it, Sam. I'll defer to Mr. Duffy here.
I'll be sweating. Can Julian Sayin, the man with the rubber band arm, lead us to glory? His throwing motion, he can just flick it 60 yards. It's unbelievable. Boone winds, delivers high, and Hammond takes the walk down to first. Bases are loaded.
And that is going to bring up Bernardo this time for an actual mound visit, and that's going to be likely the end for Mr. Owen Boone here.
Yeah, he was still pleading his case to his catcher, Yammer Hernandez.
Yep.
And I think the Cardinals are just being extremely cautious with their ace.
That they are, especially, when you're roughly 2 weeks away from postseason here, and you don't want something blowing a tire here.
No, I don't think Boone wanted to come out of this ball game, but
no.
It's a tough spot. He's a heck of a competitor. But if you're the Cardinals, you talked about thinking down the road earlier tonight, Neil, and they've had Francis Adames working through a bit of an injury.
Yep.
He hasn't had to miss time, but they've had to reduce the workload a little bit. Those are going to be your workhorses in the playoffs. That's your game 1 and 2.
Yep, well, no question it is. And it's just, you're going to have to go out here and going to lean on a little bit heavier on the bullpen tonight and go, okay, Corbin's going to probably get us out of this jam here and then see how he feels after that. But I don't expect him to go. He could probably go 3 or 4 here, but just have to see how the rest of the plans are for the weekend, too. This is game 1 of 3 on the weekend for the Cardinals. So you don't want to tax the bullpen more than you have to.
Now you've got the youngster in Carwin Salcido that you got to imagine is going to see some serious usage down the stretch.
Well, he's getting the ball on Sunday against Brantford, so that's going to happen there. Saldana tomorrow, Adames, and at some point, probably for an inning or 2, depending on where they need him the most.
Yeah, I think you'd want to shy away from using him if you could tonight.
Yeah.
Now, last Friday night, we saw Chris Boato come in and have a heck of an outing with 3 innings where he didn't surrender a base run.
Yep.
So if Corbin Peters could give the Cardinals an inning or 2 tonight, if Chris Boato is at the top of his game and you could get a repeat performance there, that might be enough to carry you through.
Yep. Well, whoever's warming up for the Royals is now either on the bench or down in the bullpen, just sitting down now. So
I didn't happen to see if Kyle Thomas made his way down.
Yeah.
As Andy Leader will step in against Corbin Peters. We know what Corbin Peters can do. You talk about throwing gas.
It's Hernandez and Peters just not on the same page here as far as signs. So, or maybe they're thinking that Mr. Hammond's out there relaying something out there. So just changing things up too. We're just making sure they're on the same page. And again, it's hard to see if it's just maybe the signals or something, or maybe he couldn't see the signs and that's why he called them out there. Because we're at that kind of point in the night where the lights aren't quite there and everything else. And if you can't see
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Yeah. Like Jommer doesn't have nail polish or tape on his hands, so you can't see the signs. So maybe they're just going to go to a higher zone as far as the strikes, the calls here.
Oh, Peters goes off speed for the first strike.
Leader is 0 for 1 in the contest. He grounded out 6-3 his last time up. But the bases are loaded here and 2 away. They'd love another ground ball here to get out of this inning.
We are so used to seeing Corbin Peters enter a ball game throwing gas that the curveball caught me by surprise. Catches that inside edge again, 0-2.
After you're Andy Leader, you pretty much know you got to protect the plate here. You got to swing at anything close now.
Good start to the at-bat for Corbin Peters.
Crowd rising to their feet here, getting the clap going behind Peters, trying to get their man off here and get the Cardinals back on the sticks.
And they will! Peters! Gas! Big time strikeout! Oh, that's what he can bring you, Neil. He is so good in so many roles. And Corbin Peters comes up with a massive strikeout for the Cardinals that time.
And now he's making a quick exit down to the bullpen, to the bathroom, I guess, or something.
Can't blame him. He was waiting out there in the bullpen for a while.
Yeah. It's like, gee, I really got to go.
That's why that had so much gas on it.
Yeah.
I got to go.
I got to go. And yes, we do have a pitching change for the Royals. It looks like Kyle Thomas is taking over on the hill. Out-of-town scoreboard. We're in a sun delay in Brantford. They are in the bottom of the third inning. Actually, I guess the sun delay is now over.
It is Kyle Thomas, just to...
Yeah. The sun delay is in Brantford between Chatham-Kent and Brantford. Brantford clinging to a very faint playoff hope here, having to win pretty much the rest of the way through here if they want to stay in this postseason race.
Tough start for them to the season, just has not given them enough road to make their way back in.
Yep. And of course, in London at Labatt Park, the Maple Leafs and the London Majors bottom the fourth inning in a scoreless tie. As the Maple Leafs trying to improve their playoff positioning, and the Majors trying to keep their pennant hopes alive with a victory. Entered play with a magic number of 5. That was Welland's number to clinch the pennant and everything else. But it was a magic number of 5 because London's in second place. It's 4 over Barrie, and it's 3 over Chatham-Kent and the Hamilton Cardinals. So, yes, we're at that time of year where scoreboard watching is a must. It doesn't matter which team you are following in the IBL.
And you have been having to do the math on all this.
Yeah. I keep cursing. It's math time. Somebody else come check this, please.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about having to do the math, and it usually does come down to that every year. And, you know, I'll be sitting after a game in February, and Coach McKee will look and what's our magic number?
Yeah.
Jay, if we're relying on me to do the math, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like, oh, you know these things.
Yeah. No, I'll usually do it. I'll bounce it off Dan Dominguez, or I'll bounce off Matt Hitchcock or somebody. Say, hey, guys, check the thing out. Make sure I did it right. And for God's sakes, make sure I have the graphic right, because I don't want to send something out and have to recapse it. Because, you know, we just don't want that to happen.
I'm lucky. I got Josh Sweetland at the OHL, who is a good friend that I can bounce number. Hey, Josh, does this look right to you?
Yeah, he followed the league on Twitter recently. So, yeah, I was kind of, okay, cool. It's nice to see it.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Never met him. I'll definitely have to introduce myself to him.
We'll have to make that happen. Yeah, he's a fantastic person.
Like I said, I'm looking for something to do in this winter time, because it's just like, yeah, I think I'll just drive Jenny up the wall if I'm upstairs by myself for too long.
Guelph Storm are looking for a radio play-by-play man currently.
Yeah, I don't want to. I could never take Larry's job. I'm sorry.
Larry retired.
I know he did, but I just could never do it. Like, I worked.
It.
Him and I did so many Royals games together. It's just like, I don't know.
A legend. I hope he has a very fun retirement.
Well, as do I.
And I hope he won't be a stranger around the rinks either.
I'm sure he won't be.
I have always had a blast getting a chance to catch up with. I always wish that we played Guelph more so I can hang around Larry.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll forever have his call of, scores are going to Game 7 emblazoned in my head.
Iconic voice.
Yeah.
2-2, the count to Jonathan Salazzo, who will take a moment. Yeah, we've been lucky in the OHL. A lot of greats. Mike Stubbs in London. Jimmy Gilchrist in Kingston.
Yep.
Of course, Don Cameron in Kitchener.
They don't make them like Don.
Now Mike Farwell. Oh, Salazzo caught looking as Kyle Thomas looked like he got him at the knees, and Salazzo took a second to compose.
Yep, and not say much, just kind of sat there with the bat and went, okay.
Ooh, tough one. Breaking pitch.
Top of the knees.
Just barely.
You can just see the look on Salazzo's face says it all. He didn't say anything, he's just a look.
As Yammer Hernandez will step in. Yammer flew out to center field on a ball he got a lot of, but got underneath it.
Yep.
It doesn't take him much to get into a ball. The former Pittsburgh Pirates farmhand. We're talking about hats we need to get a look at earlier. The Washington Wild Things is where Yammer was. I'm sure that's got to be a nice one.
You're going to have to Google that one later.
As Thomas bends a breaking ball away from the end of Yammer's bat.
Yammer, you got stickers or something we can just kind of take care of?
I know a couple of good homes they could go to. Yep. Thomas delivers. Yammer in the dirt, and that'll skip. Oh, boy. Connor Morrow had that one absolutely explode on him.
I don't know if it went off the glove of LaRue or not, but it was just like, it got past LaRue, which, usually means this is a base hit. And then Connor Morrow's right there ready to scoop it up in case. So hard to say, but it's definitely not an error.
There's nothing you can do there if you're Connor Morrow. And, I think he's having a discussion with LaRue about the angle to that ball. But that thing is, Morrow turned his glove to scoop it. It just hopped and then gone. As Josh Williams will step in. Williams was a little perturbed at a strikeout earlier. And that one's low for strike one.
Or ball one.
Ball one, pardon me. Tanner Rempel on deck in behind Williams. Just an imposing figure at the plate is Josh Williams.
Big cut on that one.
Thomas got him swinging through 1-1. I think if I was on the hill and I saw Josh Williams come up, pretty much take one look in and go, you can have first.
Yeah, pretty much. Doesn't matter what the situation is, just take first.
Yeah.
We'll find a way to get you out afterwards.
Oh, Thomas works his way ahead 1-2. And there's a light down under the overhang of the grandstand that was flicking on and off in behind Josh Williams.
Yeah, somebody just went out and silenced it, I'm guessing. Or turned it off altogether.
Williams hammered it, but screams foul. Somebody somewhere found a switch and went, what does this one do?
Yeah. I don't know what it's doing, but, where's it go to?
Like the gimmick in Christmas Vacation when they go into the garage and flick the light on.
And all the lights came on for 4 seconds, then she turns it back off.
I love that movie.
It's definitely a classic.
There it is again.
Yep. Well, now it's on permanently here, so what's going on down there?
2-2 is the count.
Clark's outside screaming at the top of his lungs. Why are these working?
Santa Claus has been destroyed.
Yep. And the neighbors are just going, what the heck is going on next door?
Yeah, so let me check the neighbors and see if there's a brownout down the road. Helen turned the switch off again. 3-2 is the count.
But just think of that cast, too. I think just a who's who of, the older comedies and everything else.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
My brother can do that entire rant, too.
Oh, God.
Williams back up the middle. It'll be on the ground. Morrow will get Williams at first, so he snared it on the bounce.
Yep.
I paused for a second because I wasn't sure if that had actually hit the ground or not. But 2 away will bring Tanner Rempel in.
Williams is retired on the 6-3, but yeah, it looks like I thought he trapped it.
Oh, nice play by Connor Morrow.
Yeah. He's always been a gamer.
It looked like Williams was going to sneak one into shallow left center there onto the green, but
Connor says, no way, not tonight.
Tanner Rempel will come up. Yammer Hernandez waiting patiently at second. As Kyle Thomas delivers the 1-0 to Tanner Rempel. Got him for a strike.
So Kyle Thomas at this point in the season has only got 2 innings pitched. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, both were earned, 2 strikeouts. He's faced 9 batters, well, going into the night anyways. But yes, another one of these guys at the Guelph Royals, they just got to get qualified and to be eligible for postseason.
Scramble! Yes. Thomas delivers. That one will run inside, 2-1. That's the tough part of this part of the IBL season. You gotta hurry it up.
Yep.
You gotta find ways to get these guys in the ball game.
That you do.
As Thomas delivers and Rempel on the bounce. Morrow's gonna stab and toss. And the side is retired. Kyle Thomas will strand the runner.
One hit with 1 runner left on base.
And the Cardinals bats just have not been able to find a way through the Royals pitching thus far.
No, the bats have been very, very afraid so far.
Plenty of time for that to turn around, Neil, as I'm assuming it's going to be Corbin Peters heading back to the hill for the Cardinals. I haven't seen anybody doing anything otherwise, as we'll go down to field level to Emily with a pizza and a hot dog.
All right.
Hey fans, it's me, Emily Thompson. Thank you so much for supporting the Cardinals on Cable 14. We are having so much fun tonight. I hope you can feel this energy through your screens. We have an amazing, exciting race going on. I have the hot dog and the pizza, and we're getting ready to race off. You ready, boys? On your marks. Get set, go! Let's go! Cheer them on! Cheer them on! Pizza is winning so far! Oh my goodness! We got a huge lead going on! Here we go! Pizza, it's not too late! We're so close! Here we go! Hot dog for the win! Is he gonna hit the Rodney? Boom! There we go! Thank you so much for watching and supporting the Cards. We'll see you soon.
The hot dog really turned on the mustard there.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Sorry.
That's the first time I've ever seen a hot dog get booed at a baseball game.
Yeah, that's not usually happening. And so did the pizza. Like, what's going on with that?
I'm not sure what's happening there. I love the idea, though. I love the president's race that they do in the MLB. Or is it Milwaukee where you get the 4 big bratwursts going around?
Yeah, that's Milwaukee or Cleveland. I can't remember which one it is. But yeah.
We need more of those.
That we do.
I have to talk to Eric and see if we get more suits.
Yeah. Well, I know in the Maple Leaf games they have Froze, what is it from the Incredibles that runs around?
Oh, Frozo.
Frozo, yeah. He races against somebody every time. I haven't watched The Incredibles in quite some time.
Both of them fantastic movies. Zootopia 2 comes out in November.
That's what we're going to be definitely geared up to watch that one. That was a lot of fun.
Have you watched the trailer?
I have not seen the trailer for that one yet.
It looks fantastic.
I'll have to watch the trailer. I'm so far behind on the movies right now. It's not funny. Like I haven't seen pretty much all the superhero movies this summer. I just have not seen any of them yet.
Yeah.
It's just I think about going on a Tuesday, and it's like, no, there's 3 games in the IBL. There's something else. I got to do something else. So it's going to be like you catch up when baseball season's over.
Yeah, we're doing a little family getaway for a couple nights in August, so Sly and I will catch up on the Thunderbolts, the Fantastic Four.
Superman, yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff we'll get caught up on. Probably watch that new, the animated The Bad Guys.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Those books were so good. They were definitely fan favorites with both of my kids anyways. Jenny's were a little too old for them, but yes.
Oh, yeah, the boys, Wyatt and Sawyer are going to have those, yeah. Wyatt's been really into a book I've got on stories from the Bruins locker room. It's a great little book about the history of the Bruins. And
nice.
He keeps bringing it to me. Daddy, story.
Yeah.
Twist my arm. It's 2-1 the count. Franklin Torres opening up the top of the 5th inning.
You have seen the Hamilton Cardinals fans in its Instagram, haven't you?
No.
You're going to have to go down that rabbit hole then, my friend.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in there.
Okay.
There's lots of stuff. They haven't done us yet, but...
Oh, no.
Yeah, but, he's done lots of everything. Like some absolutely crazy things, like the really giant scoreboard in left field because he was having fun with it.
Yeah, all right.
My only concern with that was it's like 4 times the size of the current one, and it's like somebody's going to get killed by that thing. Or it's going to be very expensive when we hit a foul, hunt a home run off it. Then he's got Owen Boone as a video game cartridge.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That needs to be on a shirt.
Well, he's got shirt ideas.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like he's got Yoki Mania and stuff like that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Like you haven't seen this yet? Like
No, I got to.
You definitely got to pick this guy up.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. I challenged him to make something for us. So, I'm kind of waiting here because we need something cool for Friday Night Baseball.
Absolutely. It's down to first base.
I know they're down the line somewhere here, so they probably won't see the video till tomorrow, so we'll have to check the inbox on Sunday.
Good point. Down to first base goes Torres. Connor Morrow will step in.
Morrow is 1 for 2 with a strikeout, a run scored, and a single.
And Morrow's long at bat was what started all the trouble in the top of the first inning. Peters never really found his spot in the at-bat to Torres, but opens Connor Morrow up with a strike. Peters got the big-time strikeout entering after Owen Boone went 3 2/3. And unfortunate for Owen Boone because it felt like he was finding the groove in the ballgame.
Yeah. But I think it was more precautionary than anything else because it just didn't look like something was right out there.
Absolutely. Morrow going for the bunt, and that one will flip back foul, 0-2. We have seen in the last couple of games here at Bernie Arbor Stadium, the Cardinals bats just haven't found the consistency they've been rolling with for a couple of weeks.
No, they've just been, fighting the baseball, as they say.
And that happens.
Yep.
Just got to find a way to fight your way back out of it.
Brantford's put up a 6th spot on Chatham Kent.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they're not going quietly.
Nope.
And good for them. We figured they would battle right to the end. Ball on the ground. Veloci will scoop. DeRempel one away.
Only play ahead on that one is to go to 1. Torres moves up to second. Morrow is retired on the 4-3 putout for the first out of the inning here in the 5th.
Yeah, Torres was on the move, and Veloci was not going to have a play at second, so made the smart move, just shoveled it along to get the out. Kiner Pena will step in.
0 for 2 in the contest. A strikeout and a fly out to right field hit. Any other ballpark, that's loud here.
Yeah, Carlos Dominguez had to go a long way to settle under it.
Well, I stand corrected. He wouldn't have been on a Welland or Labatt, but man, he hit it pretty dang far.
It took Dominguez back to the warning track, and it's a long fence in this ballpark. Bernie Arbor Stadium is not the most hitter-friendly environment.
No. Runner going on the pitch, and that one's hit right at the shortstop. Nickel's going to knock it down, and
well, Nickel will avoid the run coming in, but it puts runners on the corners as Pena smoked that ball.
That he did. It just took a weird backspin on Nickel there, and he wasn't able to get the glove on it cleanly.
Stepping up to the plate here, batter, first baseman number 45, Liam Wilson.
Yeah, if that gets past Nickel, Torres is coming around to score. So at the very least, Nickel gives Corbin Peters and the rest of the defense an opportunity to get out of the jam.
Yeah, with a double play here.
As Liam Wilson will step in.
Gotta wonder how Wilson's knee is doing after that last at bat.
He'll step in after an RBI double and an at bat which he ended up scoring a run and getting plunked.
Yep.
Peters delivers. That'll come in low, 1-0.
Looks like Caleb Sorowski working off the mound. I don't think he's actually throwing anything. He's just going through his motions to get loose.
Yeah, he may be the next to come into the ball game, but it doesn't look immediate.
No.
And I think Peters was having trouble seeing the signs from Yammer Hernandez again.
Yeah. Some guys will wear gloves. Some guys will put tape on their fingers. Other guys will put nail polish on that was reflective.
As Peters delivers, and that one's on the ground. Hernandez blocks it. And that's going to make it 2-0 to Wilson.
Yeah, we don't have the luxury of pitch comm in this league yet. So it's pretty expensive, so I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
Yeah, that's a bit of a stretch, I think, at this point.
I don't think we're ready for an NFL-style headset for pitchers anyways, or catchers.
Well, are we going to get to the pitch clock first?
I think that's the next logical thing, especially when we've got some pitchers that like to take their sweet old time out there on the mound.
Now, that doesn't include moments like we've seen with Corbin Peters having trouble seeing the signs and jeepers creepers. That one looked like it bent back over the inside edge, and Peters doesn't get the benefit of the call.
Some of the fans all over the umpire at home.
Peters will wind and deliver. Got that one. 3-2 now to Wilson. Can Peters find a way to retire him right here? Would be a big out for the Cardinals if he can do so. Garrett Takamatsu is behind him. Peters, second time that Wilson has worn one, and Corbin Peters was telling the home plate umpire, Mike Kinnear, that he thought Wilson stepped into it.
It's going to load the bases here, and Peters and Wilson are jawing each other here.
Stepping up to the plate, designated hitter number 4, Garrett Takamatsu.
Takamatsu will step in as Pena goes to second.
No comment.
Yep. I think Mike Kinnear got taken on that one.
Yep.
So bases loaded. Angel Castro steps out to have a conversation with Corbin Peters. Caleb Sorowski is pitching down in the bullpen.
Torres at third, Pena at second, and now Liam Wilson at first, and just one away here.
Now at the plate, the designated hitter number 4, Garrett Takamatsu.
And the always dangerous Garrett Takamatsu, who's already 2 for 2 in this contest, a single and I want to say a seeing eye double down the line, or just an unfortunate set of circumstances down the line.
One of the wackiest doubles you're ever going to see. Peters has that one shot right back up the middle. Torres will score. On the way around and coming home. And and that is going to make it a 4-0 game as Torres and Pena both make their way around. And the Cardinals have their work cut out for them as Garrett Takamatsu with a rip back up the middle.
Indeed. And that's going to bring out Luis Bernardo here and probably spell the end for Corbin Peters here.
Yeah, Caleb Sorosky's making the move out of the bullpen.
Big round of applause for Corbin Peters.
As Torres cashes the walk and Pena comes around off his single. Liam Wilson up the second, and the Cardinals need something here, Neil, to get out of this inning.
Yeah, they just need to find a ground ball or something here and do some work.
Feels like the second week that we've set a little tough luck in the field for the Cardinals.
Now on the mound for your Cardinals, number 4, Caleb Sorosky.
As Caleb Sorosky makes his way in.
The hometown boy gets an opportunity on the mound here.
Sorosky has overall been very good for the Cardinals in his rookie season. He's had, I think it's 2 outings that inflated his ERA on him a little bit. But more often than not, we've seen Sorosky be able to step into a game and get the job done.
That we have.
But a couple of extra lives given to the Royals at opportunities. A hit by pitch in this inning, a walk, and the walk is the one that comes around to bite the Cardinals.
Exactly. So far, you know, you can't walk the leadoff man and give the Guelph Royals an extra out when you have opportunities to get outs here. Then you have Liam Wilson take a hit by pitch, Pena with a single, and you have Garrett Takamatsu with the coup de grace here in the inning. The liner up the middle that Corbin Peters had to duck out of the way of.
Yeah, you give Garrett Takamatsu a bases loaded situation, and it's not the easiest thing to get out of.
No.
As J.D. Williams will step in. And Caleb Sorosky delivers low. Looks like Sorosky, his foot came out on the landing.
Cardinals have some problems with that mound tonight.
Well, it's getting to that point of the season where the Burning Arbor Hill may need
some replopping.
Yeah, some TLC out there, perhaps. Sorosky in low, 2-0 to Williams.
So top of the 6th inning at Labatt Park, it's 1-1. Marcus Connect just tied the ball game up for the Maple Leafs. And it's 6-0 in Brantford, a 6-run 3rd inning for the Red Sox, as they're now on the top of the 4th inning over Chatham-Kent. Red Sox doing the Cardinals a huge favor here so far, as the battle for 4th place continues.
Cardinals need to do themselves a bit of a favor, though, and, well, find a way out of this inning first.
And then regroup.
Sorosky off speed, 2-1.
We got that nice little chill in the air right now.
Yeah, I knew this week was not going to be nearly what we said in last week.
No. Last week was kind of stifling.
It was a tough one. Sorosky winds, delivers, 2-2. Had to be uncomfortable for the players down at field level as well. I don't know how they were holding up through that. And I think a couple of the miscues that we saw might be blamed on some of that heat. Sorosky will wind and deliver. Ball on the ground. Veloci turns to second for 1. Back on, no. Nickel decided discretion the better part of valor that time. They'll take the one out on the fielder's choice, and it'll be runners on the corners with 2 away.
Williams reaches on the fielder's choice. Takamatsu erased on the 4-6 putout. And Liam Wilson goes to third. Runners now in the corners, 2 away. For Brandon LaRue, who's 0 for 2 in the contest, a strikeout and a 5-3 groundout.
So Caleb Sorosky puts himself in a spot where with an out, he get the bats back to the Cardinals' hands. Down 4, but still well in this ball game if the offense can get going. I mean, we've seen the Cardinals put up 4 in an inning a number of times on this season.
That we have.
There's no doubt they have the bats to do it. But they're going to have to capitalize on opportunities when they arise. Sorosky gets enough of the outside edge. 1-1.
LaRue scratching his head on that call.
Well, we've seen a number of batters on both sides, and at times rightfully so. Sorosky with the look in. Gets LaRue swinging, 1-2. Well, he mixes in his off speed so well.
He does.
You can see why the Cardinals were so excited to get Caleb Sorosky.
Yep.
The University of New Orleans product. That's a long way from Hamilton.
It is.
I'm sure it was a lot of fun, though. Sorosky delivers, gets him, swing it, throw it.
Hernandez was about ready to throw the guy out at second base as well.
Took something off it, then sped it back up, and Caleb Sorosky with the strikeout gets the Cardinals out of the jam. And again, they keep themselves in a decent enough position, Neil, trailing by a 4-0 score. But again, we have seen the Cardinals bounce back from spots like this a number of times on the season. And
exactly.
You know, they went through a couple of weeks stretch there where they were putting up double digits night in, night out. So the bats are there. Got to find a way.
That they do.
As Kyle Thomas steps back out for the Guelph Royals. Boone got through 3 2/3. Corbin Peters 2/3. Each pitcher for the Cardinals giving up 2 earned runs. Caleb Sorosky stepping in for 2/3 of an inning, and we'll see if he continues along. There's a lot of pitchers down there for the Cardinals that are stretching or maneuvering, but
Well, it looks like they got their security detail out there too with all the black hoodies.
All right, we're in charge. We're gonna keep everything safe down here.
Yep.
Is that Jacob Gadget running security down there?
I think so.
Fernando Rodney not with the classic hat positioning.
No.
He's never worn a hat completely straight, has he?
No, I'd be kind of concerned if I ever do see it kind of straight. I'd be like, okay, what's going on? Who are you and what have you done with Fernando?
Kyle Thomas looked pretty good stepping into the ball game for the bottom of the 4th inning. Did have Yammer Hernandez reach on a single, but was able to get Josh Williams in a fielder's choice, and then Tanner Rempel on a ground out. That fielder's choice, great play made by Connor Morrow, who wanted one earlier in the inning on Yammer Hernandez, and then got it back. Nick Veloci steps in.
Veloci 0 for 1. He struck out in his first time up.
And kudos on the walk-up song for the youngster.
Yep.
Veloci, the McMaster University product. He is all the way local.
That he is.
Thomas with the look in.
Well, misses inside on Veloci. Count 2-0 now.
We've seen Veloci come on as a pinch runner previously as well. We know he's got wheels on the base paths.
Yeah, he was the unfortunate tackle-eating dummy last Friday night. Still meant to reach out to Tyler Plumpton about that one.
Yeah, I'm still confused over what all transpired there.
Because so Veloci came home to score. Umpire calls Veloci calls the base runner out because Veloci interfered with the play behind after the fact. So that it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just kind of like in the back of my head, I'm thinking Tyler Plumpton knew where he was and just took the easy way out. So that's where I want to know. Like,
yeah,
it's just it's been a week. Hey Tyler, let's hit up a DM here and just clear the air.
Well, my thought on that was, and the reason why I was a little hot about that call was because Veloci scores.
Yeah.
He stayed on the same path the whole way through. Why is it his responsibility?
Yeah. But again, the umpire didn't see where he was either because he wasn't looking, and goes down looking here, and Thomas has got himself another punch out to start the 5th inning.
Well, that was a tough one for Veloci, who had worked his way to a full count. And
because usually I can go home at the end of on a Friday night baseball and okay, yeah, I'm done with it. But I went home and watched the replay. I was like,
I look back at it, I did not understand.
No, because I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. He's saying he's out with interference, but the umpire had his back to the whole thing and then turned around and all he saw was Plumpton having collision with Veloci, so that's all he saw. So that's what he called it on, based on that.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you can call runner's interference when he didn't move off his line.
No, he was just trying to get back to the dugout. Like he came in,
he didn't even have the chance to turn.
No, he just got
scored and then got run into.
Yeah.
As Dominguez fouls that back into the screen, 0-2.
This is one of these guys if you're a Cardinals fan, you gotta hope this guy can figure out the batting right now. He's been struggling a little bit lately, but he's got such good speed here. You want him to get going.
As former Mets farmhand, he's got the talent. As he puts that one on the ground, Thomas has to wait for it, and he's not going to be in time.
Nope.
That is what Dominguez can do.
Yep. Just chopping it in the ground and put it high in the air here, so Thomas has no chance in heck of getting that play down the line.
Stepping up to the plate now, left fielder number 1, Drew.
You got the bloop, and then we got to need a bleep and a blast, and we're back in this ball game.
That's exactly it as Drew Lawrence steps in. This song was in a FIFA video game. I can't remember what year off the top of my head.
I'm sure somebody will chime in on my phone shortly with it. I can't score in those games, so I stopped playing them. But they look so good.
Oh, they're so much fun.
I don't know. Soccer games and me just don't seem to mesh.
The fun part is you get to set up your own global scouting network, and you can bring players in from all over the world. That's how, you take over a club in some low-end league and just start. That's the fun of it for me.
Well, I know they had Ryan Reynolds and his partner, Rob. I can't remember his last name. They had
Wrexham.
They had Wrexham in there. I think it was 2 years ago.
Well, they're in there permanently now.
Yeah.
They've been promoted twice.
Yeah. But it was just great. They actually had them in there for voiceovers and everything else. So it's like, on top of everything else these guys are doing, they have time for a video game.
That's great marketing for their club.
Yeah.
As Thomas delivers. Oh, boy. Lawrence was not happy about that one to run it to 1-2.
Nope. I think the Cardinals, to a man, are just going to have to suck one up here and, figure a way out around this one.
Yeah, you have to know that the low pitches are going to be a little intriguing. Outside, 2-2.
Pena was on the other side of that batter's box there.
Yeah, I don't think holding the frame there was doing him any good that time. I appreciate him trying to buy his pitcher a strike.
Yep. He's going back out there again.
He sets up way outside. Dominguez is on the go, and Dominguez is in there with the stolen base. Full count to Drew Lawrence, and the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position.
First runner to reach second base since the first inning. Yeah, he was ahead of the tag on that one. Torres tried to do the sell job on it.
Yeah, it wasn't by much, but Dominguez got in there. 3-2 the count. And Lawrence just a little off balance. Will go down on strikes.
2 away now, another strikeout for Kyle Thomas. His third of the night since taking over the 4th inning.
Number 32, Brandon Nichols.
Nichols 1 for 1. He's also been hit by a pitch. Been stranded on bases twice so far.
Lawrence 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts in his Cardinals debut, but you're seeing the flashes of what is going to make him an impact player.
Yeah.
As we said earlier, it's going to take him a little bit of time to shake the rust off. Hadn't played all summer, but the raw talent, Neil, at that age, the Cardinals just could not pass up that opportunity to bring him in. Nickel hammers it. That'll touch grass. Dominguez around third. He'll steam home. Nickel up to second. He's in with the RBI double.
Brandon Nickel, what he's been doing all year has been lighting the fuse here for these Cardinals and setting the table for Tyler Duncan now. As the goose egg has been broken and the Cardinals score their first run in quite some innings here at Bernie Arbor Stadium.
Ethan Hammond with a heck of a throw out of left field, but Brandon Nickel was on the move, and there was no chance anybody was getting Carlos Dominguez that time. He was motoring home.
Yep.
And now Tyler Duncan steps in, and he's a flick of the bat away from making this a one-run ball game. So a little bit of 2-out production for the Cardinals.
Duncan chops this one.
Didn't get what he wanted. And the side will be retired, but the Cardinals get one back. They trail the Guelph Royals by a 4-1 score. Caleb Sarosky back to the hill when we return to Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball.
These days at your local Legion, we're marching to the beat of a different drum. On a mission to support veterans, to have fun, and to welcome everyone to our ranks. You don't have to be a veteran to join the Legion. And as a member, you'll join thousands of others serving our veterans, our communities, and our country. Oh yeah, and our Member Perks program will save you thousands on shopping, dining, products, and services across the country. Join us at legion.ca.
Cardinals Friday Night Baseball here on Cable 14. Caleb Sarosky staying on the hill for the Cardinals here into the top of the 6th inning. And Neil, I don't want to be the downer.
No,
however,
we got to do it, though.
The right field bullpen for the Guelph Royals warming up is Claudio Custodio.
Yeah, the single season record holder in the IBL with 196 strikeouts is getting loose down in the bullpen like it's just, an average day down there for the Guelph Royals.
And it's unfortunate because we were hoping earlier on this week coming into tonight that we might see the matchup of Boone versus Custodio. We may see them both get into the ball game, but not in the way that we would have really wanted to see it happen. Of course, Boone exiting with a bit of an injury, and Custodio, if he's coming in, would come in the 6th inning.
He's just finished his warm-ups down there, so he's coming in next half inning.
He is coming in. And again, Custodio returning from Central American Pro Ball late, so he's got to get himself qualified.
He's one of those guys that you could probably actually get him qualified easier as a batter, but they've got a stacked infield right now.
I mean, that's just disturbing.
Well, because he's a gamer. Like he was originally he was originally a shortstop, and then by sheer circumstance and everything else, it didn't work out for him, as this one's laying down the right field line by Ethan Hammond.
And Hammond will be on with the single.
So he goes to Barry as a pitcher, and as a pitcher / shortstop, and he's doing so well down there in 2018 that
The Blue Jays take notice of him. The Baltimore Orioles take notice of him. So he gets signed again and goes back to the minor leagues and works his way up in the Orioles system. He was actually in MLB The Show as a player.
Yep.
Because I remember having him, trading for him many times after that, because it was just cool to have him on the team. Much as it is very cool to have Fernando Rodney in the older ones.
Whoa, Andy Leader trying to put down the bunt and sent that one to the backstop.
And then lo and behold, he was available for the Guelph Royals, and he comes back in 2022 and sets the single-season strikeout record, a record that hadn't been touched in 40-some-odd years. Yeah. That's how good Claudio Custodio is. And, you know, when he's not pitching, he wants to bat. So you got to deal with that for Dino Ramel. That's not a bad problem to have.
No, it's just knowing when to say, okay, Claudio, you can pick up the bat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jeez.
And lo and behold, I'm pretty sure that year he also had 2 home runs, including one in the playoff game against Hamilton.
That is simply disturbing.
Yeah.
Sorosky with the look in, and that one into foul ground. I think did I call that game?
You probably did.
I may have called that game.
I was down here just watching because we didn't know each other then.
That's right. Yeah,
Yep.
that was the season before
Yep.
Friday Night Baseball became a thing.
Yeah. You might have.
I think I may have.
I know I've got personal video camera footage of the home runs and everything else because I had nothing better to do that night.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back in my records and see if I was called in that night as Andy Leader goes down on strikes for Sorosky. Franklin Torres will step in.
Stepping up to the plate, second baseman number 44, Franklin Torres.
Now, will we see Custodio go 4 innings tonight, or
no? I think I think Dino Ramel is going to go 2-2-2 the rest of the way here because he's got to get Andrew Case in there too still.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Dino.
Yeah. Dino's got full cupboards, and it's only Friday night.
I gotta say, Dino is doing a heck of a job trying to balance all this.
Yeah. Like I'm sure I can imagine at the restaurant, it's probably on a big chalkboard or something on the wall behind him, just trying to figure it all out. If you've ever been to Lucky Belly, definitely go check it out in Guelph.
There you go.
Yeah. If you go on a Saturday, you got to go before 3 o'clock though, just so you know. It closes at 3.
Oh, not a bad time.
I recommend the Beat Box or the Spartan Box.
Okay.
Because they're very tasty and get chicken put in it. And if you like French fries, try the Beat Fries. They're really good too. But you can't go wrong with anything in Dino's restaurant. And no, I'm not endorsing that or anything like that. I'm not getting a check from Dino.
You know what? One day when I'm out making a call in Ancaster or something, I'm going to have to just make my way up a little bit. Go see Dino.
Woodlawn and Woolwich. Down by Riverside Park.
Gonna go pop in and say hello.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking the way that and I don't mean this in a derogatory sense at all. I'm thinking the way that he's had to put this lineup together throughout the season with all the injuries looks like the Pepe Sylvia scene from It's Always Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got things taped up to the wall as Yammer Hernandez pops up and oh, what a play! Oh my goodness!
Shot down by Yammer.
Wow! Hernandez wasn't buying that at all from Hammond. 2 away. But the fact that Dino has kept this team above water essentially all season is incredible.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was done for a while. And that's Yammer. That's like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen it get a guy by a while.
That's an IBL rookie who joined mid-season, by the way, in Yammer Hernandez. Sorosky doesn't get the call there. It'll run full to Torres.
Torres is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the last time up.
And Sorosky gets him to tap that one back. Count stays full. And where it's kind of been a little tough tonight for the Cardinals has been some of the extended innings, because this is the 6th inning, 4th time we've seen Franklin Torres come up.
Yeah.
And, they came in with a game plan. They wanted to make Owen June pitch a lot of pitches, and they did it. Unfortunately, he left with hopefully it's nothing major as far as an injury, but definitely it was more precautionary in the Cardinals spot.
And Torres will sky this one into foul territory. And Sarosky will look to reload.
But I'm not sure if it was the first time when he slipped off the mound, or it was the second time when he landed, kind of really jarring something. But yeah, something wasn't right. Carlos and Luis Bernardo wasting no time on that one.
No, they certainly did not. And Caleb Sarosky takes a step back.
Cardinals fans trying to rally Caleb Sarosky one more time here to get the out here and get the ender.
And Torres will foul it away again. Sarosky's been very effective since coming in. But can he get out of this inning without anything further coming across?
Well, Franklin Torres, Connor Morrow, those guys love to eat up pitches. They're very patient at the plate. They're not afraid to foul something off till they find something they're able to do something with.
And that's why they're in the 1-2 spots. Sarosky delivers. Torres reaches out. That's going to carry foul.
Brantford Red Sox, are you waiting for it? It's 8-0 over the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Red Sox with an offensive explosion.
I think there's a lot of frustration. It's actually 8-2 now, but yes, it's been a lot of frustration. Of course, last night, Owen McNeil, of course, with an outstanding performance for the Kitchener Panthers and really put them on the ropes here. But, it's a tough 10-game losing streak for those Red Sox when, they've had opportunities on their games and stuff and just not been able to come through.
Sarosky delivers. Torres sends it into center. Duncan trying to settle. Got it. Caleb Sarosky through 1 2/3. Holding it clean.
The score is 4-1.
Cardinals now to the bottom of 6, but the degree of difficulty, the incline on the treadmill is going up because here comes Claudio.
Yep, and it's just,
And Neil, we'll take a look at a message from our friends from Rawlings while we let Claudio get set.
My first professional glove, that's the one I remember the most. When I was coming up, even though it wasn't that long ago, having your name on a glove was a big deal.
26, Claudio Custodio.
Tommy Reyes Cruz just keeping loose over outside the dugout for the
trying
Cardinals.
to get his timing down against Claudio Custodio. Of course, the former was drafted originally by the New York Yankees as a shortstop. So, he can play defensive baseball. And over at the time, I guess he also was able to pitch too, but the Yankees never saw him as a pitcher. So he got released and wound up in Barrie with another guy, Emilius Guerrero, and those two guys were a crazy and very potent 1-2 punch for the Barrie Baycats for a few years. And then he, as Claudio got established as a pitcher in the IBL, it drew the attention of the Blue Jays. The Baltimore Orioles took a flyer on him, and they signed him. And he was down in their minor league system as a pitcher. And then when he got to a certain age and everything else, they have to make a decision as far as, okay, he might be too old for us now, but he's still very effective. So he came back and he was available for the Guelph Royals. And again, he was just lights out that year. Absolutely lights out. He was league MVP. Set the single season record in strikeouts. I think he was 12-0. Like it was just like, and it was so great to watch him because it was just like he would take apart teams and everything else, and just the bigger the game, the bigger performance you got from Claudio Custodio. That's just how he is.
Sounds about right.
And like nothing phases this guy.
Jonathan Salazzo will be the first man to face him.
And like he would beg to go in the lineup because he wanted to bat. He wanted to contribute any way he could. If he wasn't pitching, he wanted to be on the field swinging the bat.
Salazzo fouls back the first offering from Custodio.
So far, Custodio pitched 4 innings on Sunday. Did allow some runs up that were all unearned. He did have 3 strikeouts. But his fastball, everything else is still 92-93. And the curveball is still ungodly. As Salazzo just found out firsthand there.
Boy, oh boy. Yeah, he is a special talent, is Claudio Custodio. 0-2 to Salazzo. And missed that time, 1-2. Salazzo still has that great eye.
Yes, he does.
As Custodio with the look in. Salazzo, a bit of a defensive swing that time, and he thought about it and didn't like what it was by the end, but couldn't quite hold it up.
He already committed by that time, and unfortunately, that's the first out of the 6th inning here. And Yarmer Hernandez will be the batter now, 1 for 2 in the contest. Single his last time up, and a long fly ball he got underneath in the 1st inning. 4-1 is the score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Royals leading this one.
And Yarmer Hernandez almost came out of his cleats.
Yep.
Swinging through for strike 1.
That elbow pad once again just flopping off here. We definitely have to get McFly to steal it for a couple minutes and get some new Velcro on it.
I imagine McFly can do it in probably about 28 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, he is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And the players on this team adore the guy.
Yep.
Ooh, Yammer did not like that one, but he falls behind 0-2.
Claudio's just out there having fun. You can say, okay, I'm going to try this one on the outside now.
Pulled the string on the curveball, and if you're going to give Claudio Custodio a little room on that outside.
Yeah. No, now he's just shaking things off. He's like, no, I don't want to throw that one. No, not this one. I'll throw this one.
Yammer trying to slow him down a little bit. Little cat and mouse game.
Yep.
Custodio sets, delivers, low.
He was hoping Hernandez would chase something low and pop himself up. Well, back when he broke back in here to this league, he was probably one of the hardest throwing guys in the league. Of course, now the league has now caught up to him as far as velocity and everything else. So now his 92-93 is not the fastest or hardest in the league anymore, but it's still dang effective.
He's still in that higher end group, but it's what he can do in the pitch mix that is just so darn effective. Although Yammer's going to take him to center field that time. J.D. Williams in behind it, and Yammer's on again. And Yammer's thinking about 2, and now we'll retreat back to first.
That bat went way up the line here, too. I don't think Yammer let go with the baseball bat until he's halfway down the line. Now the bat boy is going to have to almost go to first base to retrieve the bat here. Here's we go on the swing here. Yeah, he's just holding on to it, doesn't realize he thought it might have got caught, so he's like, oh, okay, it's down. And they got rid of the bat finally.
Nice piece of hitting from Yammer Hernandez.
J.D. Williams taking the safety approach out there. Definitely giving Hernandez some respect. Playing a lot further back than he probably would against some other guys in this league.
Yammer Hernandez goes 6 foot 214, but he can move.
He can.
Oh, Josh Williams.
Says, I remember that.
Yeah, he wanted that one in a bad way.
Yeah. Throw that one again.
Let's see if Claudio challenges him again. And Williams tags it back foul, 0-2. Well, we've seen Yammer Hernandez get on base twice. Cardinals would desperately love to bring him around and
cut this lead in half.
Yeah, keep chunking their way back into the game. And Josh Williams is going to go down swinging.
So I think you're going to probably see Custodio for this inning and probably next inning, and then you'll probably see Andrew Case. If I'm on Dino Romel's kind of radar as far as this stuff goes, knowing which guys he's got to qualify tonight here. And 2 innings might be the kind of workload for each of these guys because they're going to have to bounce back and do it again either tomorrow or Sunday. If the Royals are playing Sunday. I think they only have 2 games this weekend, and I think they play Tuesday. So it might be 2 tonight, and then maybe 1 for these guys tomorrow or something just to get them another.
Get the appearances and start to build up those innings.
Yep.
As Rempel 1-0. Flown out to right field and grounded out 6-3. Rempel on the ground, and Connor Morrow again is in that path. Morrow has had a magnet in the glove when Rempel has been at the dish. And that will end the 6th inning. And Neil, the Cardinals, they're getting base runners. They're starting to put some things together, but it just hasn't been that batter after batter rolling through the lineup.
You know, it's got to be more a consistent approach. Guys have got to start talking, listening to each other out there, and, and trusting each other. Say, hey, I don't have to hit a 3-run bomb here. A single will do wonders here. Just got to move the chains, move some base runners around.
Well, that's exactly it. Got to move the chains along. Tag to the next guy. Get them going. As Caleb Sorosky is going to step back in for the Cardinals.
Top of the 7th inning at Labatt Park in London. It's the Majors 3, Toronto Maple Leafs 1. And a very tight ball game. Jose Arias in the ball game now for the Majors. Against Willigentis Alvarado. Of course, we saw firsthand what that guy can do.
Yeah, we saw him at his very best in this ballpark.
We did.
You know, one other thing, Neil, for the Cardinals as Tommy Reyes Cruz steps in at second base for the Cards. 1 walk so far in the ball game for Cardinals batters.
Yeah. Well, you got to be a little more patient at the plate, but unfortunately, the Royals have been pounding the strike zone and getting in the calls to get themselves out of jams here.
Yeah, on the other side, the Royals have been more effective in drawing the free pass.
Yeah.
And that has been a part of what has driven them on to some success in this ball game. Still a 3-run game as we enter the 7th inning. And Reyes Cruz, so the veteran, heads out to second base to relieve Nicholas Veloci.
Yep. Bottom of the 5th inning in Brantford. It is now 8-4. The Red Sox leading the Chatham-Kent Barnstormers. And pretty much a do or die game for the Brantford Red Sox from here on out.
And the Barnstormers not going away.
No, they're not. They just scored 4 in the top of the 5th inning. Cut the lead in half in a hurry.
Connor Morrow to face Caleb Sorosky, and he opens him with a strike. Now, it feels like what we saw last week with the Cardinals as well, where they've made contact, they've put the ball into play. It's just not been into open spaces, not finding gaps, and where was that pitch? All right.
Okay.
1-1 the count is what looked like a textbook strike that time was not given to Sorosky.
That one misses outside.
That was definitely a ball.
Yeah, that one's definitely out of ball.
2-1.
We got our friend Matt downstairs saying something, but I can't repeat on the air.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Something about what they thought the pitching rotation was for the Royals tonight. And that one's up and over the head of the conductor, and Connor Morrow's racing around the bases here.
And he's going to be held on at first as a nice play made in left field by Drew Lawrence.
Lawrence got to that baseball in a hurry and just threw a laser beam back in the infield.
Kiner Pena will step in.
Look at the score sheet going, why do they not recognize any names here? And I'm like, I realize, oh, yeah, it's still on the other screen. Who the hell's this guy over there?
Yeah, wait a minute. Who are we bringing into a ball game here? And
yeah, like, who's
start
this guy?
Ripping through. And Mike Kinnear has been under fire a little bit from behind the plate. He just had to give a signal over to the Cardinals dugout, and that might have been
enough.
Yeah, that might have been on the last Sorosky offering.
Yeah.
As Pena will sky this one. Duncan gets underneath it. 1 away. Sorosky with a wicked curve that time. That thing bent right back and induced that fly.
Stepping up to the plate, the beer batter first.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is Sorosky's longest outing all year long.
Ooh.
I think it usually goes like a 1 or 2 innings max here. I think this is now his longest inning of the season. It's like outing the season anyways.
You may be correct. Hold, please. As we see Liam Wilson stepping in. And Sorosky sees him chopped. Oh, Tanner Rempel. Airborne backhand.
Aaron Rempel cleared for takeoff once again.
Oh, my goodness gracious. What a play by the first baseman.
I think him and Brandon Nickel just have competitions out there. Say who can make the better play, who can make the better highlight reel.
I believe that is now officially Sorosky's longest appearance of the season. That would get him to 2 2/3 innings.
Well, he's done the job so far.
I'm going to double check my math on that. He did pitch 2 1/3 against Barrie on June 29th.
Okay, so yeah, he's pretty close then. He came in with bases loaded in the 5th. Yeah.
Sorosky delivers. Takamatsu on the ground. Nickel charges, scoops to first. Rempel, he got the tag. Oh, Rempel on the 360.
Yeah, those guys are fun to watch.
Cirque D. Rempel. As Brandon Nickel delivered it over to him, couldn't keep the foot on the bag, said no problem, I'll give you the spinorama and get it. Look at this play.
Jeez.
How in the world?
So you know the story behind the Air Rempel shirt, right?
Yes.
And it's just like, because it's Josh Garton running down the line. Of course, Mr. Garton was obviously watching the conversation, and yeah, he chimed in. Yeah, like, I know it wasn't safe.
Josh Garton, an absolute legend.
Yeah. Man, if this guy was on this Royals team right now, I wouldn't want to play these guys at all.
Oh, boy.
But I hope Josh is watching at home. I hope you're getting healthy. And, hey, don't be a stranger, buddy. Come say hi.
Anytime, Josh.
Yeah,
anytime. You'd be more than welcome up in this booth.
This is your last chance for the 55th ring lottery.
As Claudio Custodio, as Neil predicted, will come on for the 7th, and we must thank our friends who feed the beast. That is Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14. Little Caesars, 280 Queenston Road. They are responsible for keeping our crew happy, and they do it absolutely perfectly.
There was a lot of pizza boxes down here when I came in this afternoon.
It's because our friends at Little Caesars know what they're doing.
Oh, exactly. And it was just like, I don't want it some because I don't want heartburns for the whole game. Just don't want to do it.
I stopped on my way home yesterday and got some crazy bread.
There you go.
Second baseman number 25.
Yeah, I could go for a bag of crazy bread right now.
It's great for a snack. You don't even you just
start munching it.
Hot and ready. It's right there.
You don't even need the marinara sauce, but you can have it. And, if I was at home eating that thing, wouldn't he be like, "Hey, where's mine?"
Well, see, that's the thing. It's I was doing it on the road because I knew.
Yeah, exactly. The kids would be like, "Hey, where's ours, Dad?" Pizza?
Oh yeah, that's their favorite word. It is a food group to them.
Yep.
As Tommy Reyes Cruz falls behind Claudio Custodio. Thanks to our friend Nate the Great behind us, who is lightning quick on the point streak. It is officially the longest outing of the season for Sorosky at 2 2/3 innings.
And that's why he's the best in the league.
That is exactly why he is the best.
Makes us look so good.
Yeah, it's easy when we got him behind us.
Yep. We'd be so screwed without him.
Oh, yeah. One and one the count as the Cardinals trying to find a way to dent Claudio Custodio, which is a whole lot easier said than done. As Reyes Cruz stares at a strike. His first at bat of the ball game after relieving Nicholas Veloci at second base in the top of the 7th. And Custodio delivers that one high, 2-2.
There is somebody down there throwing it with an armband. I'm thinking that's Mr. Case, judging by the size.
Well, we may find out in the 8th. As Custodio outside, 3-2 is the count.
Of course, pitchers need 5 appearances and 10 innings pitched over it. So Royals, I believe, came into action with 8 games left. So, yeah, it's going to be number crunch time.
That is tight.
And so many times in this league, you've seen guys go out there to try to qualify, needing X number of innings in like the second to last game, and they not get out of the first inning. Just because it happens.
Yeah.
Guys have off games. Yeah. You gotta keep trying to win baseball games too.
You got to leave yourself a little bit of room. Reyes Cruz lifts one into shallow right that'll fall. Tommy Reyes Cruz just stays in on it, and the Cardinals have the leadoff man aboard.
First time since the first inning, if I'm not mistaken, we got the leadoff man aboard.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 30.
No, Drew Lawrence struck out
That's right,
to
too.
open the ball game.
So that's the first time we had the leadoff man aboard.
First time getting the leadoff man aboard, yeah. Carlos Dominguez will step in. Is opportunity knocking here for the Cardinals?
Maybe. Dominguez with the infield single his last time up the high chopper in the infield.
As that ball runs outside, 1-0. Long look in from Custodio. Inside, 2-0 to Dominguez. Well, you got to feel like, Neil, if you can catch Claudio Custodio just even slightly off, it's an opportunity you have to hop on.
Yeah. Dominguez watches that one all the way into the glove here, but takes strike on that. 2-1 now the count.
I think he thought it might have been outside, but we've seen that outside edge given all night.
Big hole on the right side here if Dominguez can push it through here. Just got to make sure he doesn't hit Tommy on the way through.
Yeah, we saw that last week. Oh, boy. That one was further outside than the last.
Fans letting him, the plate umpire, hear it.
Yeah, Mike Kinnear is...
He's got an earful tonight.
He's been consistent, but that outside edge has gotten a lot bigger. And Dominguez had to fight to keep alive. 2-2. I know we've seen it all night, Neil, but that outside edge of the plate keeps creeping further and further outside. Custodio delivers. Full count to Carlos Dominguez. And somebody may have indulged a little too much down below us.
Yeah. They didn't need the beer batter tonight. They took care of themselves.
Yeah. Custodio winds and delivers. Dominguez flares it. Falling quickly, not quickly enough. There's Andy Leader again.
You kind of just got to poke it on the end of the bat here and hope it gets down in a hurry because Andy Leader's not going to let that one hang up in the air too long.
No, that one hung up longer than I thought it would initially. As Drew Lawrence makes his way in.
No, but he's always been a great defensive outfielder. And everything he does with the bat is just a bonus. And it's not been shabby numbers for Andy Leader either, but this year the numbers are down a little bit, but he's still, one of the best defenders out there.
Custodio runs that one inside off the glove of Pena, and that's going to allow Tommy Reyes Cruz to scamper up to second. Cardinals with a runner in scoring position and one away. Lawrence followed by Nickel. As Custodio delivers, ball comes in low, 2-0 to Drew Lawrence. He of the mint green gloves and bat.
Yes. A lovely matching accessory.
Style points for the newcomer.
Yes.
Custodio high, 3-0 to Drew Lawrence. Got to imagine the Lawrence are going to take one here unless it's an absolute mistake.
Yeah, you have to take in this situation. You're down by 3. You base runners.
And
Fooled even than Josh Bain behind us here.
And that goes back to what I was saying about that outside edge creeping further and further outside. You know, the Cardinals batters doing a good job holding their tongue at this point. And now Lawrence finds himself 3-2.
Now you just got to get a piece of anything closer. Stay alive.
And this is the problem when the strike zone is not where it should be, and it puts you in a situation where suddenly now you're defending.
And they're going back outside, or you can just see where he's set up.
And Lawrence strikes out after the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Should have been a walk. Custodio able to fight his way back in and makes it pay off.
3rd strikeout of the night for Mr. Lawrence. And a huge out for your Guelph Royals fan, as Brandon Nichols now will bat with a runner at second base and 2 away instead of 1.
Yeah, Mike Kinnear, it's been a tough one behind the dish, and the Cardinals should be looking at 2 on and 1 away, and instead they're 1 on and 2 out.
And now Nickley knows exactly, watches what happened with Lawrence here, has to swing at that one on the other half just because he knows it's a strike.
Yep. I mean, it puts the batters in a tough spot. And look at where Pena's setting up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Neil, that wasn't close.
No, that's on the other batter's box.
I think the entire crowd in this ballpark was
went silent.
Stunned silent there.
And now they're going back out there
They're
again.
They're going to go right to the same spot. Look how far out Pena is. 1 and 2. Whoa. You know, I don't want to get too hot on the broadcast, but you can't give a strike this far out. You can't miss this.
No.
As Custodio with the long look in. Look how far out Pena is setting. He's at the other batter's box, and it forces Nickel to swing. He swings through, and the threat ends for the Cardinals as Mike Kinnear is struggling behind the plate. Will hit the break with the Cardinals trailing 4-1. You're watching Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball on Cable 14.
It's a summer of drama.
Pay strict attention to what I say.
Get in line. I'll be right out. It's a summer of romance. It's a summer of comedy.
You hungry? I got a sandwich I can finish.
It's a summer of action.
Right.
It's a summer of stars.
Bad guys, here I come.
And Connor Corey will take over on the hill for the Cardinals after Caleb Soroski went 2 2/3, his longest outing in a Cardinals jersey. Joe Soroski watching in Louisiana. Hey, Joe, your boy Caleb tossed 33 tonight, 23 of them for strikes.
Yeah, man, you got to thank the Soroski family for the care package they left the Cardinals the last time they were up here with the spicy chips that almost killed Jonathan Freeman.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I couldn't even touch him because I still had 30 stitches in my face.
Yeah.
And after seeing Jono's, I like spicy food, but after seeing Jono's reaction, he was turning color.
Yeah, he was turning color. So, yeah, it was just like, they were spicy.
Nate the Great behind us making the note that the Royals have fouled off something like 29 pitches tonight.
They haven't been afraid to challenge these guys. They've been going after these pitchers and forcing them to, I'm going to foul off enough of these things, so eventually you're going to have to throw something across the zone and making their own luck out here. And that's pretty much what the Cardinals are going to take away from this game is saying, okay, we got beat because these guys refused to roll over here. And they worked their pitchers to the point where they had to give them something.
Absolutely. I was talking about the strike zone in the previous half inning, but you got to credit the Guelph Royals. I mean, if you're Claudio Custodio, you have to take that if somebody's giving that to you.
Well, exactly. You have to exploit it till it's no longer exploitable.
They have exploited everything that they can in this ball game tonight. And that's the sign of a good team. When you have those opportunities, you have to take advantage of them.
Yep.
As J.D. Williams opens up swinging through. I don't want anybody to think I'm saying the Royals shouldn't be credited with what they've been able to do here tonight. I'm saying exactly the opposite. They have taken every opportunity and slammed the door.
Yep.
As Connor Corey gets ahead 2-0, as he has tempted the eye of Williams, who's almost come out of his cleats twice. Connor Corey, who had one of the best interviews at the All-Star game.
That's going to go down a legendary.
Oh, he strikes out J.D. Williams. I don't know what Connor Corey was doing right there, but
it's working.
That was the most I have seen J.D. Williams nearly come flying out of his shoes.
Yep. Going to bring up Brandon LaRue, who's 0 for 3 in a contest, a pair of strikeouts, and a ground out 5-3.
Brandon LaRue will step in. Top of the 8th inning, so the Cardinals, they're running out of opportunities if they want to mount the comeback in this ball game.
That definitely looks like Andrew Case getting loose down there, so. This is where I need the binoculars.
Okay.
Yep.
As Connor Corey will wind and deliver, and LaRue will bomb that one foul, 1-1. I can't figure it out, Neil. It was below the belt. It was above the knees. But one on the other batter's box is a strike. I cannot understand it right now.
That one misses way outside.
Although that was pretty well the same spot that they gave Custodio. It was just that Hernandez wasn't out there.
No.
Two and one. Corey winds and delivers, and LaRue will foul it back 2-2. Connor Corey's been very effective on this season for the Cardinals.
That he has been.
There's a reason why we haven't seen a lot of big numbers overall on the season put up against the Cardinals. Why their run differential is as strong as it is. The rotation has been solid, and the bullpen has been very good.
Bullpen has been very, very good.
And Connor Corey, another strikeout.
That is another Little Caesar strikeout for Hunger.
Corey with a pair of strikeouts to start the 8th inning here. And Ethan Hammond will be the batter now. Singled, caught stealing last time up. Walked in, he's flown out to left field.
As Hammond will step in, and Connor Corey looking to follow up his back-to-back Ks. A Wawanesa, Manitoba product. This is as deep a bullpen as I can remember for the Cardinals, and this is without Zach Cameron, who got plucked to the Frontier League.
Well, exactly. He's doing pretty well up there.
Well,
as are the Ottawa Titans.
That's why he isn't coming back, or didn't come back. Two 2-0 the count. Corey long look, delivers low.
I'm guessing so. I'm not sure.
3-0. That'll make it 3-1.
That was pretty much right down Green Street here. So he was like pretty much challenging Hammond to hit it.
Yeah, and Hammond's going to take 3-0.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have to in this situation.
I mean, this game is still far from out of reach. 3 runs the difference. One solid inning changes the entire makeup of the ball game. And Connor Corey got the well, probably further than outside edge that time. I'm not entirely sure what is a strike tonight. Full count to Hammond. Corey delivers. Ooh, Hammond fouled it back off Yammer Hernandez.
Hernandez is going to take that one off the arm here and just check to make sure it's still attached. And then Mike Kinnear is going to do the courtesy walk out to clean the plate here and give Hernandez an opportunity here to, I think it was right off the top of the elbow. Yep.
Oh!
Yeah, that's not a fun place to get hit.
Jeez. Blew the mask right off. Yammer Hernandez, tougher than a $2 steak, as the great Jim Ross would say. Full count on Hammond. Corey delivers. Hammond flares it foul, and that goes back to the point Nate gave us earlier, the consistent fouling off of pitches.
And that's what a good team will do to you on a regular basis. They know, hey, they're going to make these pitchers work. They're not going to get ripped off behind the plate here.
Connor Corey, another opportunity to end it. He'll wind and deliver. Strikes out the side.
Connor Corey does the heavy lifting in the 8th inning, and the Cardinals will come to bat in the home half of the 8th, down by 3.
Well, this is where if you're the Cardinals, you need to bounce back. Caleb Sorosky and Connor Corey have given you 3 2/3 of great ball out of the bullpen.
Yep.
Can you lift the pitching staff with your offense here? Can you find a way to earn yourself 4 runs to potentially win this ball game? And yeah, I believe you're right. It is Mr. Case stepping in for the Guelph Royals.
If this was a Guelph Royals home game, you'd be listening to Heave Away blaring on the loudspeakers at Hastings Stadium. But thankfully, if you're a Cardinals fan, you don't have to hear it tonight. But you do have to watch him come out here and pitch. And to say he's a consummate professional is an understatement. Of course, many years with the Blue Jays organization. Of course, he grew up with, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero, Jordan Romano. He was in that Frounder system at the same time those guys were.
That's frightening.
He was with the Guelph Royals in 2022. And then he went back to the Frontier League and the Mexican League. And he's still that very dominating presence here on the mound. Andrew Case, yes.
And the Cardinals are going to have to find a way to get to Andrew Case.
Yep.
First man that'll face him is going to be Rocky Mountain Thunder and Tyler Duncan. Duncan will be followed along by Salazzo and Yammer Hernandez. Can the Cardinals find something against this very talented pitching staff for the Guelph Royals?
And you can't be patient here at the plate right now. You're going to have to make your own luck because you don't know where the strike zone is right now, so you're going to have to eliminate the guesswork and just hit anything close. If anything you think potentially is a strike, you're going to have to take a hack in.
You've gotten 1 walk.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like you can't rely on the strike zone getting you on base.
No.
It's not going to happen tonight. Overall in the ball game, I believe we've had 3 walks total.
Peters had 1, Boone had 1. But there's been 2 hit batters, both been Liam Wilson.
Yeah. And Mike Kinnear is staring over to the Cardinals dugout, but there comes a point in time where if both teams are on you to the level they have been tonight, you kind of have to internalize that.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be in a spot where you have to look to both dugouts multiple times to tell them to stop.
Oh, exactly. No.
1-1 the count to Duncan. Case delivers, and Duncan got a lot of it, but it gets back foul. That was on a rocket ship. One and 2 the count. Case delivers. Ball comes in low, 2-2. Cardinals trailing 4-1, bottom of the 8th inning. They've got 6 outs to try to make something happen. And it's not going to be there as Case gets Duncan to chase.
Got him with the changeup and just Duncan not able to get a piece of it to stay alive. 1 away now.
Jonathan Salazzo will come in to try and get them going.
Jonathan Salazzo.
Can the conductor create? As Case will wind and deliver. And Salazzo swings through, and there you see why Andrew Case is such a highly regarded pitcher. He can slow it down. He can speed it up. He can beat you off speed, high, low. That one comes in low, 1-1.
And the Cardinals have just got to be careful at the plate. They don't lose your cool here because you can't afford ejections because not at this time of year.
No, you can't. It's not worth it.
No.
One game is not worth potentially surrendering multiple.
Exactly.
As Case will wind and deliver and get Salazzo to swing through, 2 away. And Case dominating coming in. As Yammer Hernandez will step in.
Hernandez with 2 for 3 in the contest. Pair of singles and a fly out to center field. The Royals definitely have given this guy a lot of respect here because they're definitely playing. Look how far back they are in the outfield. They're willing to commit to giving him the single and everything else, but nothing's going behind him.
And what happened there?
I think Hernandez was trying to call time on the bailout, but got crossed up there and time was not granted, so Case just grooved it down the plate here.
Hernandez up the line, but it's foul, 0-2. This Cardinals group's got to be a little bit frustrated. We saw it last Friday night. It took an inning with a little bit of wackiness late in the ball game to push it to extra innings against Welland. The offense just wasn't able to get going as Hernandez sends this one into deep center field. Williams back, and that one's off the wall. Hernandez rounding to second, and that was hit to the longest part of the ballpark.
It was almost off the cameraman in center field. Little 3D coming at you there.
Stepping up to the plate,
Yammer Hernandez with another hit here.
3 of 4 as J.D. Williams didn't have a chance to get underneath that one as it just kept trailing on.
Williams holding his arm there a little bit too.
Oh, you don't want to see that.
It's like he just overexerted himself trying to throw it back in a hurry.
And Yammer Hernandez is tying his shoe over at second base.
Thought that was my eyes for a second. I realized it was the camera lens. Go, wait a minute, my glasses are on, so it's not that.
Case delivers that one low. Hernandez, he thought about going to second. Pena will throw back, and Connor Morrow kept that one from giving Hernandez an extra base.
If not 2.
Yeah, that one could have been into center field, and J.D. Williams is playing way back.
Yeah, he is. Definitely giving Williams a lot of respect as they were giving Hernandez a lot of respect here with 2 away.
Yeah, and if Williams can just touch green with that ball, Hernandez likely coming around. And Williams sends it deep into right, off the wall. Hernandez is going to come around. The big fella has the RBI single. It's a 2-run ball game.
And that's why Josh Williams is in this lineup night after night. He just comes through again here with a little knock of himself, a couple more feet in here, and that one's over the ballpark. Likely going to see Williams get lifted for a pinch runner here. And that's exactly what's going to happen here.
Brendan Daly's going to come in to pinch run.
Williams brings home Hernandez. Cardinals showing signs of life here with 2 away against Andrew Case in the 8th inning.
Now down by 2.
Pinch running for your Cardinals, number 97, Brandon Daly.
So Yammer Hernandez has been a real spark plug for the Cardinals. 2 singles, a double, a run scored, and Josh Williams brings him around. Brandon Daly is a speedster. If he decides to take off, he will challenge Pena's arm.
Yep.
We've seen Pena very impressive so far in the game.
That we have.
Case delivers, and Rempel flares that foul 0-2. Cardinals have been scrappy. They've earned their way to a pair of runs, but can they find a little bit more?
Love to see Rempel come up here and smash one through the right side here and give Daly a chance to go first to third at least.
Case delivers. Oh my goodness gracious, and Tanner Rempel just got tossed.
Yep.
And now Rempel's gonna let Kinnear hear it. And Rempel is exactly right. That ball was almost in the other batter's box.
Just got to be careful how Rempel doesn't make contact with an umpire, because you don't want to get extra games for accidentally bumping an umpire.
Now, the only problem with that is Trevor Bertrand comes in and grabs a hold of Tanner Rempel to move him out.
Yeah.
If you don't want players to touch umpires, then umpires should not be touching players.
No, exactly. Just sends the wrong message.
Nico Kakatos is going to come into the ball game to play first. As we head to the 9th inning, and Luis Bernardo had to let Mike Kinnear hear it. And Tanner Rempel was exactly right. That ball was not close.
The winning ticket number tonight is C-11015. Once again, C-.
I mean, look how far Pena brought his glove back.
Yeah.
Program cable off the concourse to claim your prize before the end of the game.
Umpire's having a rough night.
And again, on a night where you've heard it from both dugouts, to that quickly turn and toss a player, that doesn't sit well. You have to, at some point, internalize that maybe I'm not right in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be Nico Kakatos into play first. Connor Corey will continue on to the top of the 9th.
Now at first base for your Cardinals, number 10, Nico Kakatos.
Looks like the Royals have got Edgar Garcia getting loose down there now too, so maybe Andrew Case is just going one, or he's just throwing a bullpen.
We'll have to wait and see what, and perhaps it could depend on what happens here in the top of the 9th inning.
Yeah.
As you get a look in the Royals bullpen.
Man, those guys are going to be stacked come playoff time.
Yep. This is going to be a heck of a pitching staff to watch, and they're a team you do not want to run into.
No.
Their lineup is as deep as anybody, and now this pitching staff is loaded. Dino has them on all cylinders.
That he does.
And flirting with a 5th straight win as they ascend the IBL standings.
And, you know, that's going to put them very, very close to jumping up the standings from 6th to 5th all of a sudden, and right nipping at the Cardinals' heels here.
Yeah, that meaty middle of the standings is going to be an interesting ride right to the end.
Yep.
And even when you get into playoff series, there's going to be a lot of real pick'ems as Leader swings through that Corey offering 1-1.
And traditionally, the 2 versus 7 matchup has always gone, oddly in this league, gone the 7-way. So it's just been at least a late anyways.
But it wouldn't be surprising overall with how much parity there is across the IBL.
Yep.
And it's just, it's a key of getting hot at the right time, getting your pitching staff established, and then finding ways to get your own luck some nights. Cardinals haven't done that so far tonight.
Andy Leader could have very easily turned there as well. That ball was low from Corey. And Leader has to throw a defensive swing, and you can see the frustration from Andy Leader.
He was about to break that bat over his knee.
Yeah, that one was not on Andy Leader.
Nope. I can hear his mom cursing at the TV from home.
Mrs. Leader, I'm with you.
Yep. And shout out to Mrs. Leader because I love her.
But and I'm just showing that. Look, I'm not calling this one way.
No, it's been a rough game for both sides.
Yes.
Gonna chalk it up to a bad night.
Oh, Torres got plunked, and right away Connor Corey says that one's on me. That one just never came back. He started it out towards the shoulder, and it never came back over the plate. Torres will take first on the hit by pitch.
Third hit by the pitch this evening for the Royals here in the 9th inning.
Round of applause for Franklin Torres.
As Torres will get a quick chat, and it looks like he's all right. And yeah,
we're good.
Nice little look over to Connor Corey.
Yeah, because Connor was definitely showing concern as the trainers coming out. Oh, crap, did I hit you somewhere? I'm sorry, man.
Oh, right away, Connor Corey was patting on his chest. That's me, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So that nice sportsmanship there on both sides at the end of it.
Franklin's a good guy.
Well, and that's what it's about, too. I mean, these guys are, there's a lot of pride and a lot of love of the game here. We're not talking about giant contracts.
No.
It's one of the things that makes the IBL so much fun and so interesting is the great characters in the league and how much love they have for this game.
Oh, yeah.
0-1 the count to Morrow as Corey gets ahead. We'll have the quick check back.
Torres with a big lead over there.
And Danson maybe just trying to catch the eye. And
now the Royals fans here letting the umpire hear it.
They're right. It's almost on the straight for the other batter's box.
Yeah. I don't know if it's our angle up here that we're just not seeing it from where we are, or like the umpire's seeing it anyways.
Corey winds and delivers. Morrow lobs it. Kakato's chasing. Not going to have a play.
Ran out of real estate, unfortunately.
Not unless he can hurdle himself over one fence, stop short of the second fence, and still make a play without hurting himself.
Yeah. But if he jumps over the fence, he's out of play anyway, so it doesn't matter what happens. He's got to reach his arms over or something and, somehow keep a toe pick or toe drag across the line there.
It's like the college football rule versus the NFL rule. 1 foot in, 2 feet in.
Yeah. Plus they have video replay all over the place there.
That's true.
We don't got that.
No, we don't. As Connor Morrow, he sent that through the silver stands. Do you know how small that?
Yeah, that's opening. It's like not that big. It's like maybe, 5 inches?
That's
6?
Impressive.
Yeah. Take that guy to the pool cue.
I was going to say, I know we're in the middle of a baseball game, but do that again.
Yeah.
Like that was cool.
Talent. That was talent.
0-2 the count to Connor Morrow. And Connor Corey gets him. Yalmer Hernandez tried the throw behind. And they'll have to settle for the strikeout and not the throw. And you can see again, Connor Morrow is just defensively swinging at that.
Well, you don't have a choice right now.
No.
You don't swing, you look stupid. Because he's going to call you out anyways.
Yep. Kiner Pena will step in.
Connor Corey's got 5 punch-outs on the night.
Corey struck out the side coming in. Strikeout, hit by pitch, strikeout. And he'll test Torres, who has been dancing over at first, almost trying to take the attention, capture the eye of Connor Corey.
Watch where Hernandez was set up on this one. He was way out.
Corey will deliver, and that one flashed back by Pena.
So he's almost like he's turning sideways till he's ready to throw that ball down to first.
Yeah, he's showing Franklin Torres that I'm not going to let you get a giant lead.
No.
You're not running on me, pal. I don't think I'd want to run on Yammer Hernandez after that.
No. He's made some guys with some pretty good speed look pretty silly.
And he wanted it again.
Just ask Toby Simmons.
And Toby Simmons can run.
Yeah, we saw that in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
And he got him by, it wasn't even close. It was.
You're talking about sprinter speed in Toby Simmons.
Yeah.
One and one the count. Corey, long look. And again, yeah, Torres he's dancing there, and he's getting Connor Corey to.
Yeah, he's just getting him in his eye line because he sees that blue streak going up the line a little too far here, and it's like, okay, yeah, I got to pay attention to you now.
Torres just having some fun over there.
Yep.
4-2 lead for the Royals. 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Cardinals trying to make this bottom of the 9th a little bit more interesting. And what did we just have here? There was a time called. There was
yelling at the.
What is going on?
The Royals bench are yelling balk.
I think Mike Kinnear stopped proceedings before Corey threw that pitch.
Yeah. I think he called the balk before he threw the pitch, and Corey just didn't hear that and continued through it, and unfortunately that one just slipped out of his hand. And now he's going to get a conversation with the crew chief, Jeff Rose.
Well, it was definitive that Kinnear came out and stopped before the pitch was thrown.
Yeah, because he said that Corey obviously balked, which is, that's what the Royals bench was yelling about apart. You'll see it here, right here. I'm not sure what, though.
No, Well, now Kinnear's giving the hit by pitch.
Yeah.
Stepping up to the plate, first baseman number 45, Liam Wilson.
No, we're not sure how the balk was even called, but I don't know if it was just the bench yelling for the balk, and that's what threw Kinnear off, and that's what threw Corey off. But yeah, it's 2 hit batters in this inning now.
Boy, this is. Yeah.
This is one of those games you just kind of, as soon as you get home, you just go delete the tape. Don't look at it. Because it's just going to leave too many questions in your head.
How can you come out from behind home plate, stop for a balk that you called, then overturn the balk?
Because he was in the motion, so you can't stop the play, but you can call balk, but pitcher still has to can finish his windup. And whatever happens on the play happens on the play.
As Liam Wilson will send this one into right field. Carlos Dominguez is going to come up throwing. Throw is offline, and the Royals extend the lead to 5-2.
Looks like Dominguez slipped a little bit on the grass there on that throw, too, so. Royals get a big insurance run here in the 9th inning.
And Liam Wilson, who has been all over the scoring tonight for the Royals, comes through again. Pena will be up to third to put runners on the corners.
Torres comes home. Pena goes to third. And Liam Wilson stops at first. Runners on the corners. Connor Corey just looking for an out to get out of this one now. With the always dangerous Garrett Takamatsu, who's already got 3 RBIs and 3 hits in the contest. Take strike one in there.
Oh, and 1 the count. Connor Corey resets. He'll wind and deliver. Takamatsu right back to Corey, who had to time that one up as he was falling away. And Corey, who surrenders the 1 run, is not happy about the proceeding in the top of the 9th. And the Cardinals, with work to do, Niels, they go to the bottom, trailing by 3.
That they do. You got to make your own luck here, but at the same time, it's just like, you know what? You had some opportunities early here, guys, but just haven't been able to get it done.
And you are right again, partner, as Case will only go the 1 inning.
That he will. So, I wouldn't be surprised you see him start one of these games and go 5 innings or so. As the season unwinds for the Royals here, they might just, maybe just try to stretch him out because maybe he hasn't thrown in a couple of weeks too, so it's hard to say.
Well, that's part of it as well. And
down the mound for Guelph, number 22, Edgar Garcia.
Edgar Garcia will come into this ball game.
Primarily been used as a closer in most games, but of course, of late he's been stretched out a lot by manager Dino Romel out of necessity, really, because they didn't have Kyle Thomas ready to go. They didn't have other guys. They didn't have Custodio here in the lineup, so the ball went to Edgar Garcia.
So we'll see Tommy Reyes Cruz. Carlos Dominguez is scheduled to hit, though. Yolki Pena is taking some practice swings.
Yeah.
So we'll see if the Cardinals are going to make a move or two. And Kiner Pena will come right out to the mound to chat with Edgar Garcia.
Yep. Probably say, hey, my name is Kiner. What do you throw?
Yeah.
Where would you like it, sir? What's been working tonight is we throw it outside.
Yeah, throw it to the other batter's box. And
yeah, I'll bring it back in and make it look like a strike.
Yeah.
But it's been a frustrating night on both sides of the field.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We saw it in the top of the last inning, and we had a strikeout on a ball that was way outside. Madness over a balk, play being stopped, a hit batter. It's been that kind of night.
Yep. And if you're the Hamilton Cardinals, you got a very tough pitcher on the mound here that throws rather hard. So you got a David Mendez type fastball coming at you here in this inning. So if you couldn't get your timing down against Claudio Custodio at 92-93, good luck hitting 95.
Yeah.
95-96.
Edgar Garcia is going to bring it up just that little bit more.
Yep.
Tommy Reyes Cruz. Carlos Dominguez appears to be in the on-deck circle, so he will follow.
Actually, it looks like Dominguez has still got the bat in his hand, so.
I'm wondering if Yolki Pena may hit for Drew Lawrence potentially.
Yeah, possibly.
Garcia started Reyes Cruz with a strike and gets him to foul that one back, 0-2.
Now, if you're Tommy Reyes Cruz in this situation, you go, okay, yeah, you got to expect it on the other half now because they've been painting you inside, they've been baiting you all the way in here, and then they're going to go back outside here and get the call. So that's what they've been getting all night.
Edgar Garcia dripping in gold as he's got the earring going. Style points, yeah, Pena's way outside. Garcia actually missed the spot, and
yeah,
Reyes Cruz had to foul that away. Garcia will set. Count stays 0-2. Winding and delivering. And Reyes Cruz is judged to have gone around. Garcia opens his outing with a strikeout. Carlos Dominguez will step in.
Number 30, Carlos Dominguez.
Dominguez has got a single, a fly out to right field, and a called out at the plate on
another weird play.
Yeah. The two unassisted. As they argued, the bat got in the field of play there.
And Dominguez was showing his displeasure on that strike call, 0-1. Yolki Pena will hit for Drew Lawrence.
Yeah.
Connor Corey was just talking to Angel Castro, and Angel Castro has not been happy with the strike zone tonight.
But, Angel Castro, when he was a player and everything else, would have been all up and down that umpire, and you could just hear him vocally everywhere. But, he's as a coach, he's been a lot more reserved as far as what you can hear up here anyways. But I'm sure they can hear it on the bench.
Oh, no doubt. 1 and 2 to Dominguez. And if you're in Angel Castro, you want to stay calm enough, but you also want to have your guys back.
Yeah, exactly. But you just can't afford to get tossed and cause more chaos here, because then it's just going to have the umpires up even more.
Dominguez flares that one back foul, stays 1 and 2.
Out of town scoreboard, Brantford's up 10-4 on Chatham-Kent. And I believe that game has gone final. London, yeah, 4-1 final. London Majors defeat the Maple Leafs at Labatt Park. And they're top of the 8th inning. Brantford holding on to a 10-4 lead over Chatham-Kent.
Garcia delivers. Oh, my.
Dominguez is just trying to point out there and just not get tossed here.
I don't know what to say. I'm trying not to get myself in trouble.
Some things are just best left unsaid some nights, and that's probably one of the nights here.
Take another look. We'll see if it makes any more sense to us.
Yeah, that's the utter line. Sorry.
Look at you can see where the plate is.
Yeah.
How is that even remotely close?
Yeah, we're going to have to change the podcast, as Nate says. Just a bit outside.
Nate just had the line of the night.
Oh, man, I'm almost crying in tears here.
Yolki
We just
Pena.
got T-shirts, damn it.
Yolki Pena stepping in, and
yeah.
I mean, if you're Yolki, what do you do?
I don't know.
You almost have to swing at everything. Now they're just trying to get me going down in the truck too by giving that. Yeah, give him that replay.
Yeah. Roll that one again. Yeah, let's just see.
2-1 to Yolki Pena.
Bob Euchre's up there laughing at us.
I know. Well, Travis Blackwell, our great producer downstairs, he and I have done a lot of hockey games together. He knows he can get me.
Yeah.
He knows how to get me a little hot under the collar.
It's not quite the Dave Hodge pencil toss, but we're dang close tonight.
Oof. I'm trying.
Uh-huh.
Garcia setting up inside.
Has a broadcaster ever been ejected in a game?
I don't know, but
let's not find out, okay?
And Edgar Garcia is now laughing because that was on the inside edge.
Yeah, he's like, how the heck did I get that one?
3-1 the count to Pena. And Pena will take a walk. That is just the second free pass of the night by Royals pitching.
And, the Royals, the acquisitions they got here on this pitching mound have pretty much been on full display tonight. So the rest of the league better take darn good notice. That's all I can say, because the Guelph Royals are coming.
Yeah, you're going to have to find a way to go through a firewall if you're going to beat the Royals in a playoff series.
And, there's enough games left that they could still climb up into home field advantage here if they get a couple of bounces like they had tonight.
It would not surprise me. Nichols swings through, and again, he has to swing there because
well, exactly. He's been seeing it getting called all night against his teammates and himself. It's got to be a frustrating night because you got to bite your tongue back there, but you can't say anything. But at the same time, it's just like, okay, you got to play the cards that are dealt your hand here.
I mean, look at how far outside Kiner Pena is setting up.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fantastic catcher.
Yep.
I know exactly where I'm getting this.
Yep.
I'm going to go there.
Count is 0-2 now.
Yeah, 0-2 to Brandon Nickel. Cardinals down to their last strike with Yolki Pena on first. Yeah, hats off to Kiner Pena. You understand where it's getting called?
Yep.
And you go to it.
Until you can't get a call there. And Garcia thought he got that one.
Well, from what's been called all night, he did. I think Mike Kinnear just
look at he's got the big laugh on his face.
I mean, that tells you a lot right there.
Yeah. That's a professional ball player just like going, I cannot believe.
He's out there again. Nickel has to swing, and that's the ball game. Edgar Garcia closes it out for the Royals, who take a 5-2 victory. And we saw a group of pitchers tonight. Three is Thomas, Custodio, Case, and Garcia. Neil, nobody wants to play these guys in the postseason.
No, this is what I was dreading, like I was telling on the podcast and everything else. Is just like, once they got this starting nine here, and then once they got the pitching assistants they were waiting on here, they are going to be a menace in this postseason.
Edgar Garcia closes it out. But to get that much pitching depth together, Neil, is going to be tough for the rest of the IBL.
Well, exactly.
Because what do you do?
Well, exactly. You know, they might burn themselves out trying to get loose and everything else for trying to get qualified here. But if they can manage to stay healthy and get everything done, they are going to be absolutely deadly.
Well, and the qualifying is going to be the big thing.
Yeah.
You've got a number of pitchers that you've got to get into ball games, but Dino Ramel is smart enough that he knows how to get that done. And if I had to put money on it, I'd say everybody is going to get
they're all going to be locked in. Don't worry. Unless Mother Nature does something bad with as far as rainouts and games suddenly don't matter, these guys are qualifying, and then it's going to be ugly when it happens.
And now with the Guelph Royals getting to that point, which you said from the very beginning of the season that this could happen down to the finish line, that Guelph could become that sudden powerhouse, it throws the entire standings into flux. They're not going to catch Welland, but they are certainly in position where they give themselves home field at least in round one.
Yep.
And with that kind of pitching staff, I'm not scared to take them anywhere.
No, exactly. Yeah.
We're going to hear downstairs from Liam Wilson, who's standing by for the Guelph Royals. And Liam, first of all, congratulations on the victory. You guys took advantage of every opportunity tonight against the Cardinals. Your pitching staff looked great, but for your lineup, you guys are so dangerous 1 through 9. How much confidence is there right now?
Tons of confidence. We knew coming in here today we were going to have to take advantage of any opportunity we got, though, too. It's a good team we're facing, so any little opening we got, we needed to capitalize on it. But it's a good feeling knowing you're hitting in a deep lineup now. A lot of good bats. A lot of different guys can step up at any time and get the job done. So a lot of confidence. We're rolling. We're feeling good right now.
What was the message that Dino passed along in the pregame tonight?
I don't even think we had a pregame today. I think I don't remember one if we did, but you know, everybody's been here and played a lot of ball, and you know, everyone knows what they need to do to contribute to help the team win and fill their role. So you know, I don't think we need a big speech before. Everyone's got to go out and play their game and take care of their business.
Yeah.
Liam, you guys are so well protected at every spot in the lineup. You've got power or on base behind each spot. How much fun are you having right now and playing with your running buddy Andy Leader, who made a couple of brilliant plays in right field?
For sure. It's great to be back and playing with Andy again after a year off last year, but that's one of my best friends, so we got a good connection there. But you know, and also the protection I've got in the lineup now, it's amazing having Tack in behind me. That's an amazing bat to be in a 5-hole. It's pretty crazy. So, you know, a lot of confidence there. It's nice knowing pitchers are going to have to come to you, and if they don't come to me, then Tack's going to get the job done in behind. So it's a good feeling.
I'm going to give Neil last question here in a second, but I got to ask you, I said this at the All-Star game. Personally, I think Garrett Takamatsu is the most underrated player in the IBL. I don't think he gets the headlines and the coverage that he should get as an elite player. Your thoughts?
I agree. I completely agree. I think he's a guy who quietly goes about his business and puts up a good day pretty much every time he shows up to the park. So, you know, I completely agree with that. And, you know, we had a different looking lineup earlier in the year. Now we got guys getting on base every inning pretty much, and a lot of opportunity for us. So a guy like him is going to have much more opportunity now to kind of knock in the runs and put up the stats. So, for sure.
So with your veteran experience and everything between you and Andy and everybody else that's been in this league, of course, now you add in a Damon Topley, you add in a Nick Burdett. So you got lots of guys that have a lot of experience. Who's really the leader out here as far as what are you guys expecting to do? What has been the roles discussed with all these guys going forward?
I think it's a special thing here where it's fun being part of a more veteran lineup here, where it doesn't come down to one guy pounding the drum necessarily as it is any one guy could do it, because we've all been there, we've all done it, and it's easy to hold each other accountable, but also just to have that trust that the moment's not going to be too big for anyone in the lineup, because everybody's veteran, everyone's experienced, and if one guy doesn't get it done, the next guy is going to get it done. But, I think you could look at 20 different guys in this lineup and look at them as a leader, so it's nice to see some things coming together right now, and we're all rolling and feeling good about it.
Liam, you could easily put a headset on and come up here with us, but we don't want to take up any more of your time. Thanks so much for it. Best of luck the rest of the way this season. Congratulations on the win tonight. Get on and celebrate with your teammates.
All right. Thanks for having me, guys. Take care.
You got it. Liam Wilson, he could be a broadcaster anytime he wants.
Anytime he wants to do it. Anytime.
Well, speaking of broadcasters, we're going to get out of here. My thanks to my broadcast partner, Neil Sriwastawa, our entire Cable 14 crew. It's Reed Duffy. You've been watching Hamilton Cardinals Friday Night Baseball.